Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful night already it has been, and what an exciting and more beautiful night it will become, because tonight is as gorgeous of a Saturday night as it is. It's going to get better, because tonight, what I promise you is something very special to here, to our community, to this program, a very special tool that I will be giving you, a game with which, not to help you find love, but to help you find out whether you even deserve it in the first place. Tonight is Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully everyone's feeling very fun and very excited. Namaste to all of you. How are my explorers? My brothers and sisters, blessings to you. Beautiful Saturday night. It is wonderful to be with you. Namaste. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. A power you've spent your whole life searching for, trying to unlock. But ladies and gentlemen, you have spent your whole life afraid of it. Blessings to you. So tonight, what we're going to do is give you another tool to help you unlock and unleash the true power within you. Namaste. And how are we going to do that? What tool are we going to give you? Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, the internet's only competitive dating game show. That's right, a game show. I know. I know it seems silly, because during the week we are so doggedly pursuing the truth, doggedly pursuing the truth of the next level that we speak about so frequently. And as we persistently hunt along this trail for that which is always evasive, except for the brief moments through which we come together in our community in this program, namaste. So I forgot what I was saying in the middle of my sentence. However, very exciting things, an exciting tool to use tonight. Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, a game show. Yes, that's right, I said a game show. You might say during the week it's real serious. During the week we're putting the pedal to the metal, nose to the grindstone, we're using some elbow grease, and we're getting down to brass tacks. You might be saying all that yourself. So what's this? On Saturday, we're doing a game show? What's this hullabaloo? I'm going to check it out. Well, checking out is the right exact idea that you should have right now, because what you're about to have continually is that I better continue to check this out. Blessings to you and namaste to you and yours. Now, this tool, Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, It's a game show. Yes, that's what it is. On the surface, superficial layer on top, the crust is a game show, ladies and gentlemen. And a game it will be. We're going to have lots of fun. It's a game show for you all to step up and take turns and coming into explorations and infatuations and participating in a competitive date. Now, many of you have seen this before. And so you know exactly what you're getting into. You either know exactly what you're about to watch or exactly what you're about to dip your toe into and try your own hand at. And that's very exciting. But however, for those of you that are just now checking this out for the first time, maybe you're a recent explorer joining the ranks. Maybe you just haven't been around long enough to see exactly one of these for yourself. So let me tell you what's going to happen. There will be some links dropped into the chat. Which you can click, and it'll deliver you to the green room of our Discord server. The green room of our Discord server, if you would like to participate in the game, just click that link, it'll take you to the green room. A moderator will speak to you, give you the rundown, and tell you exactly what to expect. It's very simple. It's very easy. I know it can be kind of nerve-wracking to join a television program like this. However, it could not be easier, could not be simpler, and it could not be more fun. And on top of that, God damn it, it could not be more spiritually edifying in the sense that it gives you a spiritual clarity. In the sense that it can give you the spiritual clarity you need. You know, we often spend most of our lives, ladies and gentlemen, many of us, we spend most of our lives looking for love. Can I see some ones in chat? Who has looked for love before, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen in the chat right now, who has looked for love? Talk to me about that. Let me see a one in chat. Let me see a one. There we go. Thank you, Main Doors. Thank you, Leshbit. Thank you, Arcturus. Thank you for being vulnerable enough to admit. M. Robert Kopp. Love that. Love your vulnerability tonight. Thank you so much. God damn it. Yes. Now, you know, as we wander this earth, the surface of this earth, you know, looking for that completion, looking for that other, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you have heard or taken solace in the sentiment that there's someone out there for everybody. Or maybe everyone deserves love. Maybe you've heard some version of this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, me, Leslie Tanner, I am here to tell you, at the top of tonight's exploration, which will be in infatuation, at the top of infatuation, I'm here to tell you that those statements that everyone deserves love, everyone deserves affection, there's someone out there for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, that's malarkey. That's bullshit. That's not real. That is a fairy tale that we tell children and the child-minded. But many of you in the chat, namaste, ladies and gentlemen of Explorations, many of you in the chat are many things, many different things. But you're not children. Many of you may be child-minded, but I'm putting you to the test tonight. I'm demanding that you step up and firstly acknowledge, before we get involved in the game show, acknowledge that you can and might very well spend your entire life alone. And if this is a little too harsh for you, let's take a step back and use our empathy, right? How many of you, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you maybe know someone who has spent their whole life alone, at least most of it? Adult life. We're not counting childhood right now. How many of you had a weird English teacher with Velcro shoes? You know, this is back in the day before we had a lot of mind to pay toward the severely autistic. Communal vision from Hippocryptomatic. I hate making children smile. I don't feel like being that mean anymore. Love that. It took me a moment. Hippocryptomatic, it took me a moment. So let's use our empathy for a moment. Let's recall someone that you know, maybe an uncle, maybe an aunt, maybe a brother, a sister, maybe a teacher. Someone that was important to you at one point in their life, that they lived the vast majority of their adult life alone. Hold that person in your mind for a moment. Now, let's review that statement again. That there's someone out there for everyone. Everyone deserves love. Ladies and gentlemen, for that person in your mind right now who has spent the majority of their life alone, it would be better to hit them with a car than to repeat that phrase ever again. It would be better to get a novelty baseball bat from your local minor or major league baseball stadium. One of those little ones that still got a punch, but you can really whip it around. And beat the fuck out of that person. Bludgeon them. Break their legs. It would be better to do that than to go to their weird, sad little house and look them in the eye and say, you know, there's someone out there for everyone. It chills my blood. It chills my blood. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, out of empathy for that person that we all know, and for the truth that they must see every day of their lives, that is the opening premise of our Infatuations with Leslie Tanner tonight. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun while we explore it. Woo, it's a Saturday night. We're going to be having some fun. Get ready to have some fun. Let that hair down. Let that ponytail down, and get ready to have some fun. Now, again, guys, if you want to check it out, if you're excited to get involved, let's see. If you're excited to get involved, go ahead. I'm going to drop a link in the chat right now. All right, there's the link in the chat. Click that link. It'll take you into the green room. Get in line. Get settled up. Get ordered up. And the moderators will tell you what you need to know. However, if you just kind of want to check it out, see what it's like at first, see how much fun and how spiritually clarifying it will be, go ahead, see a couple rounds. But then there'll be some more links later on that you can click on and get involved as well. Very exciting. There is not another thing like it on twitch.tv. That I can guarantee you. That I can guarantee you. Namaste. Namaste. Now, how is everyone doing in chat? You know, that's enough of my hullabaloo up front. How's everyone doing in chat? Let's speak to you guys. We're getting settled in. We're letting the throngs file in. The contestants getting situated on Discord. How are you all doing? Blocks Buddy saying good. Blocks Buddy, namaste to you. Good to hear. Good to hear, Blocks. Thank you for sharing. Blessings. Not me, so good. M. Robert Cott doing pretty good. Namaste. Arcturus is feeling good. Pretty good vibe and chilling. OM Godspeed got me a treat today. I love treats. Yeah, I can't wait to receive that. Namaste to you. That's so exciting and fun. Blessings, thank you. Making humble toast. Are we putting any sort of oil on that? Any butter? Any cheese? Peanut butter? Jelly? Are we just leaving it toast? Lesbiet. Brandon, need drums. Need drums. You need drums? Do you have drums? Even more humble butter. Wonderful. Namaste. You know, I recently ran into somebody who says, you know, they bring fresh butter to parties with a fresh loaf of bread. And it's what a gift. You know, what a simple and thoughtful, also a power move. You know, it's hard for me to see that. If I was at a party, somebody bought a freshly baked loaf that they made and churned butter that they made from cream. Ladies and gentlemen, I would take offense to that, at least partly. I would have to be passive-aggressive for the rest of the evening. Christopher Miller, bummer. We'll be here. And then we'll be in Discord, guys. So that actually brings up a really interesting point, a really exciting point. Now, if you guys saw the Discord announcement, then you know exactly what I'm about to say. All right, after Infatuations tonight, after the game show, after all the fun on twitch.tv, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting our Halloween after party on Discord. Yes, that's right. Some sips, some vibes, some chilling, some laughs. And also, we're going to have, I know we're going to have a film screening of a spooky Halloween movie. Are we also going to be able to do the karaoke? Are we doing karaoke? Karaoke. Are we doing that? Namaste, Christopher. Blessings. Don't worries. Pirate. Namaste. Yeah, but guys, so anyway, after the stream tonight, I'm not even raiding anybody. We're not raiding a damn soul. We're getting over. We're not raiding a damn soul. We're heading on over we're heading straight on over to the Discord for a very special exploration Halloween after party. Namaste. Station WBR. Namaste to you also. Good to see you. So we'll be getting started. In just a couple minutes, guys. I see some people filing in. Already, if you can believe that. Oh, it's such a treat to be with you. It feels so good, especially on a Saturday night. Sometimes my Saturdays get very busy. Kind of bogged down creating these tapes, and the tapes are well on their way. We successfully got the right printer, right paper, right ink. We're moving it along. Namaste. Sometimes when I don't see very many chats on Twitch, I always assume that we got suspended. Nindy New with the Communal Vision. Thanks so much, Nindy New. Communal Vision. Guru has been responsible for 18 arranged marriages, mostly non-child bride marriages. Mostly. 16 out of 18, non-children. There were 2 children. It was cultural. And it's racist if you think it's bad. Just so that you know that. Okay? I go in there with an open mind, a worldly mind, a cultural mind. And I marry a child to an adult. Yes, that's what I do. Who are you to say anything otherwise? By what authority? One of them, 16 out of 18, adult to adult, 7, that one of those 2, child to child, very advanced, mature children. Ugh, that 18 one, you're not going to like to hear about that. Not in this part of the world. You're not going to like to hear about that. It was a beautiful ceremony, though. It was a beautiful ceremony. You know, they did this cute little thing where half of the reception hall for the reception, half the hall was decorated in sort of like Sesame Street and things like that, and then the other half it was Sex and the City. So if you a lot of different vibes, and that's important. That's important for that kind of situation. Was there a potluck at the reception? Which one? Which one? Which one? If you could let me know which one. Which one? Which one are you talking about? Which one was which one are you wondering about a potluck? Yeah, child marriage. Actually, that one was a pizza party. That one was a pizza party. Number 18, the child to the adult. I mean, there wasn't any food except for one guy who ate a sandwich during the ceremony. So does that count as a potluck? Listen, the vibe wasn't good. I'll be honest with you about that. At that marriage where I married a child to an adult, vibe was terrible. A lot of straight faces, kind of, sort of business-like. Child crying. Parents of the children also crying. One guy up front on the husband's, on the adult man's side, he was eating a sandwich. And not a small sandwich. This was a big-ass Italian sub. He was a big fat guy, right? Big fat guy. And he unrolled this deli paper, and it was about an 18-inch long sub. And this had everything. Capicola, all the other stuff. Spicy salami, dripping with oil and vinegar. And he unrolled it in his lap while I'm doing the ceremony, right? He unrolled it in his lap, and I kept looking at it because it smelled great. Normally, I would have asked for a little bite, but I had to be professional. So he unrolled the deli sub in his lap, and he did this with his fingers. He looked down like a cartoon fat guy, and he sort of rested his hands on his belly and looking at the sub for about 5 seconds. And I stopped the ceremony during this. I stopped and I stared at him because I was, am I seeing this? And I was seeing it. This like 450-pound Afghani guy. He took his hands off his belly like this. I'll do it. That's what he did. That's real. Anyone else suddenly hungry for a Firehouse meatball sub? Namaste. So yeah, Afghani guy really loved the Italian subs. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, let's play a little. How about we get into a little jazz? We get started with infatuations tonight, huh? How does that sound, everybody? Toot toot. Now, if you're looking for something more perfect than what I'm giving you right now to get your energy focused up for infatuations with Leslie Tanner, if you're looking for something that could more perfectly align your, call it what you want, chakras, your whatever you want. I don't give a fuck what kind of word you got for it, but I'm putting it in order for you. I'm giving you exactly what you need. So settle up, everybody. Namaste, Pipperknuckle, 100 bits. Such a wonderful story of love for children and sandwiches. Namaste. Screen Jam's coming with 100 bits, just saying hi. Well, hi to you too, Screen Jams. Namaste and blessings to you. Blessings to you. Larry Pickle Jar is still hungry for that sub, probably. Oh, damn. We're getting it settled in. We're getting it dialed up. Namaste, guys. Namaste. Blessings to you guys. Now, if you're wondering, if you're thinking about being a contestant tonight on Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, then you're absolutely welcome for the energy that I've just given you. Blessings to you. What a perfect beginning. What a perfect beginning, huh? Let's see here. Are we, I just want to double check. Are we good? Are we good? Namaste, guys, because I'm ready to go. You guys ready to go? We ready to have some fun? Blessings, guys. Woodman. Hey, we're lucky to have you. We are. We are. Blessings to you. Namaste. Now, it's wonderful to be with you. Like I said, we're about to get started. Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Buckle up, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, maybe we might see some familiar characters. And maybe we'll get to meet some new characters in the community. Blessings to you. Very excited, though. Couldn't be more excited to bring this to y'all. Let's see here. So we got... Yeah, let's do it. Guys, it's time to do it. It's time to infatuate. It's time to get going on Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Like I said, the internet's only competitive dating game show. Only competitive dating game show. Not designed to help you find love, but to help you find out whether you even deserve it in the first place. Namaste. So, in just a moment, we're going to just got to adjust a couple things, and then we'll be off to the races. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, girl. Namaste, everybody. Let's get this going. Let's get some excitement going. It's a Saturday night after all. Let your hair down, all right? Let's get some wind in those locks. Blessings to you guys. I'll see you. Let's rip that cord. Let's get infatuating. Blessings, Larry. Thank you so much, Larry Picklejar. Welcome to Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, and this is Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, a subsidiary of Explorations, a tool within the Personal Power Program of Explorations, a tool that is designed to help you find out whether you even deserve love in the first place. Now, many of us can spend most of our lives a lot of energy looking for love, when we know, by the end of our lives, we look back and we say, that was a waste of time. That was a complete waste of time. I could have been doing anything with that time, anything with that energy. But I funneled it into getting haircuts, trying to be funny, trying to dress right, trying to say the right shit, trying to stay up on trends, yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What if there was someone, me, and something, this, that could have told you that was a waste of time in the first place? Would that have been hard to hear at first? Certainly. Not all, very few of us want to hear, you actually suck shit at talking to people, you're not attractive, you're not funny, do something else. Very few of us want to hear that, but God damn it, imagine an older version of yourself looking back, developing, maybe you got a hobby. Maybe you got a hobby after you found out that you didn't deserve it in the first place, that you didn't have what it takes to get the goods, which would be either, genital expressions or sort of emotional affection. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks for letting me know I was muted. I had no idea. I had no idea. I had no freaking idea. Namaste. Now, wait, do we have are these the contestants? Are these the contestants in the Yep room right now? Or are you just hanging? You tell me. So guys, just to let you know exactly what's going to happen, in a moment I'll be bringing two contestants that are in the Discord lying in the wait. I'll bring two contestants in and into the game room and onto the screen. We'll get a chance to meet them, speak with them for a moment. What brought them here? What do they expect to experience or gain from this experience? But then also we get to get a peek at their strategies. What suits them for a date, for a simulated date. Now, after that, there will be a period during each of you will be able to make a prediction. You'll be able to bet your channel points on who you think is going to walk out of this as the victor. Who do you think is going to, out of the two people you will see on the screen in a moment, who do you think is going to come out as the better at being on a date, more deserving of love, and is going to be able to take that out into the world? That is the question you have to answer yourself after the brief conversation. Then we'll have the prediction round. We'll do the infatuator's prayer, a prayer that centers people, reminds them the stakes, reminds them the context of love in general as an adult. Then we just enter the octagon, and we see 3 solid wall-to-wall minutes of exactly what we're talking. We're seeing 3 wall-to-wall minutes. Actually, let me adjust something real quick. 3 wall-to-wall minutes of a simulated goddamn date. And after that, we'll do a little sort of after thing. There's a little sort of after thing, and then I will decide. I will decide who gets to walk out. Where's the overlay? There we go. I'm just making an adjustment real quick. One moment. Making a quick adjustment. There. That's what I wanted. Blessings. So guys, as it says on the screen, there's a couple of options that you'll have throughout the game show tonight. Now, while you're betting on your horse with your channel points, you also may do a couple things to affect the outcome and the process of the simulated date. First of all, we got communal vision. I'll be sharing these as the night goes on. Namaste. You know, Larry Picklejar shared a moment ago that I was muted. Very helpful. I appreciate your perspective as always, Larry. Thank you so much. But then in addition to that, you've got over here during the simulated date, if you think of a question that after the date you would like to pose to the contestants, go ahead, drop your 250 bits and a question. I'll go ahead and pose that to both of them. Flesh out the perspectives, flesh out their skill sets, and help you, decide whether you picked the bet on the right horse. Now, this is where things get interesting. For those of you with the bits, leading a two-tub lifestyle, as we like to call it, where you have the money to spend on this, and many of you don't. That's sad. But if you would like to get underfoot and interrupt me while I'm making my judgment, which I don't know why anybody would, because I'm here to help you. I've designed this whole thing to help you. However, if you notice that I'm going in a direction and you don't like that direction, and you would like to throw it to a popular vote, throw it to the chat, to decide, you may do so by overriding Leslie, decide by poll. Override Leslie, decide by poll. And that is during the judgment period. If you see that I'm going to make a call, I'm going to be explaining my call, and before I hit the button, you got a chance. And it throws it on over to the chat, and I can't say anything. Now, if we see somebody on a tear, and you're just tired of seeing that motherfucker on the screen, go ahead and hit clear the board. You may do so there. Bad Badger, namaste. The money I used on this sub was meant to feed my children. Worth it. The program works. They're going to benefit. Having someone in their home as a proponent of explorations, Bad Badger, is worth more than food by far and away. Children don't actually need to eat that much. And that's actually hard science. Duke University came out with a study recently that said, it tested, experimented on some children, of all races, white, black, Asian, all sorts of Asian, and found that you could, although there were some racial discrepancies when the lower calorie thing kicked in, you could actually feed them like a quarter of what an adult eats in the morning when their bodies are all fucked up, and they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. So Bad Badger, don't even feel bad about that. Reset that emotional frequency. Namaste. We got Devo Gorgon having gone to Duke. Namaste. So you're probably familiar with this study. Namaste. Everyone, please welcome James Banana Man. Namaste to James Banana Man. Blessings to you. Welcome to a very special edition of our program here, Explorations. We're doing Infatuations. It's going to be a game show. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to see it just get started in just a moment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started in just a moment. Just to reiterate, communal vision, ask a question for the contestants, override if you want, which I don't know why you would. Clear the board. Namaste. Otherwise, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Let's see who we get on the screen in just a moment. I want to just make sure that we're good to go. They ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. You guys know that I'm cool with that. Literally anything. You know, we got some contestants settling in. We're deciding who's coming up first, and then we're ripping away at the games. Let's see who we got. Am I good to drag them? Drag them, or do you want to put... There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here we go. All right. Let's drag them in. Guys, we got our two contestants. Very exciting. Very exciting. And you know what? Sometimes you roll the dice and it just works out. So, that's exactly what happened right now. So I'm going to go ahead and drag them into the room. Contestants, hopefully you're ready. Here we go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Contestants, fantastic to have you. Guys, go ahead and turn your video on and we'll get you started. Guys, very exciting. As I said just a moment ago, sometimes you roll the dice. When you play this kind of stuff, you don't always know who you're going to get. You can't always, predict what you're going to get. But tonight we rolled the dice and we absolutely lucked out. Absolutely lucked out with these two specimens. So let's get them in and get talking to them and let you guys greet our first contestants of the night. Namaste. Wow. What a gorgeous pair. Namaste. Contestants, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Wonderfully, Leslie.
Wonderful. And I can hear you loud and clear. Fantastic. So guys, welcome to Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Let me just ask you both, have you seen this before, this part of the program before?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Well, let's start with you. Player one, go ahead and, what's something we can call you tonight?
My name's Brando.
Brando, I believe we spoke before, Brando.
Yeah, somewhat.
A little bit, a tiny bit, a little bit back and forth. But Brando, welcome to the program. Guys, can we please give it up for Brando, not having seen this part of the program before and just jumping in head first into the deep end. Make some noise in the chat for player number one, Brando. Already showing a lot of bravery, and that's a very sexually arousing thing in the romantic arena. So off to a really great start. Brando, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a drummer. I love jazz. And above most, I have two pussies.
So we got a drummer who loves jazz, has two pussies. Let's go through that one at a time. Drummer, What kind of drumming do you do?
Mainly rock and roll drumming in the classic sense.
Right.
But the drummers that I'm influenced by were influenced by jazz drummers, and that's where my music background goes to recently.
Well, it's kind of interesting with drumming how it's a lot of the especially more a lot of the language comes from jazz anyway.
Yeah, well, I find that today things are much more akin to the disco period where things were more on the meter, which is great. But and people like to say that it's jazz, being great at your instrument is being right on time and all this stuff, and they lose the groove, and then we have kind of soulless music. We don't have good dance music. We don't have good rock music. We don't have good metal music, regardless, and all the best stuff right now to see is the old guys who are dropping like flies.
Beautiful. It's sad, but that honestly, you're demonstrating a sort of rhythmic and a sort of nuance. You've got a sort of nuanced energy about you, and I think it's really setting you up squarely to be a really tough competitor tonight. So I want to thank you for being here, Brando.
Hey, thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. Now let's go ahead to you, player 2. Go ahead and say you've seen the program before. You said go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat.
Leslie, you know me. It's Pepperoncini.
I do, but not everybody does. Namaste, Pepperoncini. Namaste, guys. Make some noise for Pepperoncini for jumping in head first. What's going on. So not quite as brave as player 1, but still, you're a pillar of the community here, Pepperoncini.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leslie. I'll take a moment and just share a little bit about myself,
Please.
As Ben so graciously did. I am a devoted explorer of the program. I've seen it work in my life and in others' lives, both in success and in deep failure, which in a way makes it work. I'm not into music. I don't find it very interesting. So you don't have to worry about me kind of like rambling on about, really niche sorts of topics of music. I'm into esoteric knowledge that is given to me in dreams. And I think I have a constant craving for validation. So I think that's really going to propel me to victory tonight. Is that need to be validated is going to make me bring it, full bear.
That's something we both have in common.
Okay, so we got two sort of attachment-wise. You guys weren't like you were neglected as children, leaving a hole inside of you, and that makes you like a lot more at service of whoever your potential partner is going to be, maybe to even to an annoying extent.
Yes, and then until maybe it kind of comes back around again to endearing through some sort of Stockholm syndrome.
Yes, there we go. Wonderful. So, guys, just to give you a taste of the competition you're about to see, it's going to absolutely be ruthless. We get a lot of aggressive competitors that are superficially aggressive, but there's nothing that quite comes to match as the passive aggression of somebody who has just a hole inside of them that they'll spend the rest of their life with and can barely even whisper its reality out loud. So, listen, I think we've heard enough from the both of you guys. Very inspired. I'm very excited to see you guys go head to head. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to bet on your horse. Which of these two gentlemen do you think are going to walk out of this as the victor? The more skilled, the better at being on a date. So let's go ahead and enter our prediction round. Now, let's start with you, Brando. Why should we be voting for you right now?
Well, like I said, I have 2 pussies, and I'm looking for someone to stroke them.
Beautiful. Love that. Now let's go ahead and go on over to you, Pepperoncini. Why should we be voting for you right now?
I feel like I've already been validated in my need and for love, and also that I deserve it because I've gotten it. I have proof. Literally used my DNA to create, replications of myself that give me free love. And if there's nothing more powerful than that, I don't know what is.
Love that. So both of you sort of leveraging quite a bit. Brando, free spirit but brave. Pepperoncini, a tried and tested need for the other. And that has borne fruit in your life, the fruits of which and the fruits of your efforts in that arena. Guys, couple seconds left. Let's see. Now, guys, it's pretty clear who's walking into the octagon as the favorite. It's definitely Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini by a very wide margin. You are chosen to be. Now, those of you that bet on Brando, though, let it be known, you stand to gain much from having bet your channel points on Brando. Now, one more question before we say the prayer and get into the round. Brando, are you gay or straight or anything?
I'm straight, I think.
So straight, and you're a dude. You have two pussies, but you're a dude.
Yeah, I am Canadian.
So straight dude with pussies, and Pepperoncini, let's go to you. You straight or gay or any other thing like that?
My love is on the spectrum.
So you're kind of whatever.
Oh,
You're kind of whatever. And does that mean autistic, or does that mean?
I am primarily attracted to autistic people.
Okay, so yeah, right on. So let's just go ahead and call this a forced gay date. This is a forced gay date. Opening, and now this is interesting. This is the first time in the history of Infatuations that we have began the night with a forced gay date. So listen, I've got whatever I need. We are ready to enter the octagon. Let's go ahead and say the prayer, and I'll throw you guys in there. Here we go. Just repeat what you see on the screen. Infatuator's prayer. I do not exist without the other.
I do not exist without the other, and the other does not exist without me.
As I gaze upon my lover,
I wish to slaughter their mind and body.
As I look upon my enemy,
I experience a lust that defies either.
Love into fear.
Fear
into hatred.
Fear into hatred.
Into lust.
Hatred into lust.
Into need.
Lust into need.
That which delivers me destroys me.
That which destroys me delivers me.
For all of time, until form becomes formless,
until the commotion of being gives away to eternal silence. Namaste.
All right, guys, have some fun in there. Leave it all on the court.
My good friend Ben, what is it that you think makes you deserving of love? What is that factor that you have that makes you desirable?
That I am myself at all times, good or bad.
And what's that like? What's in a day in the life of a Ben?
I am a drug addict, alcoholic, who listens to music constantly and works a job at the hours where all my friends are doing the funnest things that they could be doing right now. But I am in a factory listening to machines go and go and go.
That sounds miserable. Why would someone want to love something that sounds so terrible?
I don't know why they'd want to love that, but I need it.
Okay. Well, I need a new car.
So do I. But that's not the same thing.
How are they different? You deserve one, you think?
Well, love and a car are very different things. Love can get you far, and a car could burn out.
Okay.
It could be a shitbox.
Yeah.
You could have bought a shitbox, and it gets you down the street, and that's it.
Not that you asked, but I think I'm deserving of love because I hold esoteric knowledge that tells me the truth about how the world really is. And the people that
that's true.
The world gives that information to are truly, destined to be loved.
Right, but you'll never turn a girl on with that. You have to put on Billy Cobham's Spectrum. And Leslie knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, is that a music thing? Yucky. Yeah. Boring.
A little better than your shitbox car.
Music?
Sonic vibration of love. Yeah.
And I think the car's cooler. It's got like an engine. It has like a horn on it, and you can actually make music from the radio. So sorry, I think car wins against all of music.
Right, but I could play my horn all night, and your horn died up the street.
What?
Yeah, brother. Music is power. It stays with you forever. That car, like I said, could be a shitbox.
Wow, guys, let's hear it. That's the date. Namaste, guys. Let's hear it for our two contestants of the night. Despite however their performances went, it was a really it speaks to their bravery to be able to jump in head first contestants. There's a lot of nerves jumping in to do that. So I want to commend both of you. Let's start off. How did that feel? Brandon, let's start with you. How did that feel?
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Talk to me about that. Why embarrassing?
Well, I gave the benefit of the doubt of someone that deserved some love, as they said that they did, because, you know, you should say the things that you believe should be manifested. And I don't believe this person should have any love.
Interesting.
I don't think he's deserving of any love at all, especially not from me, who's straight, but would have.
So you put yourself out there, and by the time you were done, you're like, oh, this person didn't deserve me putting myself out there like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Let's go ahead and go over to you, Pepperoncini. Talk to me. How do you feel walking out of the octagon with this young man?
I feel edified. I feel like I took a drill right into his chest and just dug in and really kind of cracked it open looking for a soul, and he was left wanting.
Wow. Interesting. Really brutal way to phrase it. A natural competitor in the ring. Now, we do have a couple questions from the chat before I reach my judgment. Lejbit asked the question, let's start with you, Brando. Who has a better beard routine? Who do you think has a better beard routine, you or Pepperoncini?
I probably do, because people are near my beard, and his looks like no one goes near his.
Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over to you, Pepperoncini. Who's got the better beard routine?
I do. You've fallen into the trap. The audience and everyone knows I am lovingly married and have 2 children. So you've fallen in, and it's just all sorts of little punji sticks have come up into your ass.
You whore!
Fall into the trap.
You slut!
Interesting. All right, now
this was doomed at the beginning.
Let's go ahead and go over to Larry Picklejar. Larry Picklejar with a question. What is your favorite car and musician? Let's start with you, Brando.
My favorite car and musician? Oh, shit. My favorite musician is Prince, definitely. Best concert I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. And my favorite car, haven't drove enough to have a favorite yet. But I could say mine that I have, which is a shitbox. And the fucking horn doesn't work, really.
Okay, interesting. Very colorful answer. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and go over to you, Pepperoncini. What is your favorite car and musician?
My favorite musician is, of course, the Guru. And my favorite vehicle is the Buick Enclave.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Fantastic. Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to turn the music back on. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Guys, it's time to enter the judgment round. I've heard everything I need to hear, and it is time for me to reach my conclusion. Now, guys, listen. This was pretty cut and dry. I don't really have any problems coming to this decision, and my decision is going to be very clear in a moment. Now, Brando, you said that you the first word out of your mouth about how it felt to come out of the octagon was embarrassed. And while I acknowledge why you're embarrassed, I think you should also just be very embarrassed of your performance. It was ultimately left a lot wanting. You really didn't step outside of your own zone. You didn't ask him any questions. In terms of a forced gay date, I could tell. And that just, I could tell that you were straight and you didn't want it enough, which shows me that you just don't have that dog in you. You were simply not the competitor that was required of you tonight in this first round. Now, let's go over to you. Pepperoncini, pretty good. I would say good overall, definitely enough to be to move on to the second round tonight. But I do think there was you got shaken a little bit. Heading out of this. It was about the 1 minute and 18 second mark. You said something to the effect that, I think you showed disappointment and dismay. And I think that kind of thing could backfire. But ultimately, it didn't stop you too much from walking out of here with the W. So I want to congratulate Pepperoncini for moving on to the second round. First round winner, opening up our competition tonight. Namaste to you, Pepperoncini. Sit tight. You'll be moving on to the second round in just a moment. And you simply did not have what it takes. Like I said, you could have done better. Hopefully you learned a little something. And if you learned that you just don't have that dog in you, maybe it's time to move on. Huh? How about that? Well, namaste to you. Have a wonderful night. Now let's go ahead and open up the leaderboard, which there's a snag, and I'm opening it up right now. The leaderboard will be open in just a moment, and then it'll be open, and then we'll be fine, and then it'll be open. Love that. Beautiful. Close the thing. Let's see here. Let's open this nasty bitch up. Got to pull out the... Where is it? There we go. There we go. Beautiful. I think... that probably does it, rather. All right, let's see. Leaderboard. Leaderboard. You sit tight there for just a moment, Pepperoncini. Leaderboard. Looking for the button that says leaderboard. We pull in. Is it on? And the leaderboard. There we go. Fantastic. So, guys, some big, I wouldn't say big winners, but everybody saw where that one was going. Contestant 2 was the winner. Bismore, you put 20,000 on line. Big better. Only walked out with 23, but you knew you were right. You knew that, confidently knew which way the wind was blowing. OM Godspeed, 15,000, walking out with 17. Larry Pickle Jar, 5 and a little under 6, walking out with 13th Juggalo, 1,300, walking out with 1,500. Hippo, 1,000 and just 1,100. Not that much to be won, guys, but very exciting nonetheless. Let's go ahead and now that was. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the excitement going. Namaste to you guys who won some channel points on that. Namaste to those of you that lost. Hopefully, any big losers? I'm curious. Let's see here. Who's next? Wonderful. Perf. All right, let's drag them in. Let's drag in our next contestant. New contestant, go ahead and turn on your camera and we'll get started over here. Namaste. Namaste, guys. Second round, the excitement continues. Very fun Saturday night, beautiful evening we're all having with each other. Contestant, go ahead and turn on your camera and we'll go ahead and get it started.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, namaste. There you go. There you go.
All right.
There he is. Namaste. Guys, very excited to bring to you the competitors for the second round. We got Pepperoncini walking out with 1. And then now, guys, let's meet our new contestant. How about that? Meet our new goddamn contestant. Guys, put your hands together for Pepperoncini and our challenger tonight. Namaste. Namaste. So, Pepperoncini, we already are a little bit familiar with you and your style. Player number 1, what's your name and what brings you on to Infatuations?
I was invited here by a friend of mine in Miami. I live in Austin, Texas now, but I'm from Miami originally. I was former Pope of the Church of the Subgenius in Miami, which is similar to what you're doing now, Leslie. It's a straightly delivered, a strange cult parody. It's excellent. And as my friend told you about you, I thought, oh God, I want to kill myself because he's doing what I want to do. I didn't even know Twitch existed. So now I realize I could live my dream and be like a faux reverend for the Church of the Subgenius on Twitch, and I'm very excited about that possibility.
Oh, love that. I'd love to talk further with you about how to put the program, into work, into the workings of what the group, the Subgenius thing there's a lot to be talked about with you. Namaste, very exciting and nice to meet you. What's something that we can call you tonight?
Oh, a name?
Yeah.
Oh, you could call me Damien.
Damien, I like that spooky name. Kind of like the Omen.
It's my legal name. It's my legal name. I'm Italian.
Get out of here.
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, I love that. Now, Mother Nipplebottom, hello, what is this? Who is this? This is Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, Mother Nipplebottom. This is a competitive online dating game show, not designed to help you find love, but to help you find out whether you even deserve it. Namaste, Mother Nipplebottom. I'd love to see you try your hand, Mother Nipplebottom. Namaste. So, listen, very exciting. So, listen, we're going to be entering the simulated date in just a moment, and I'd like to just hear a little bit from both of you. Let's start with you, Damien. Damien, tell me a little bit about what you're bringing to the table as far as a competitive date is concerned.
Well, if I were actually going on a date, I'd want the person to know that I'm totally open-minded, which means that every kink and fetish is totally acceptable, because I think, they did it. Speaking of studies, Leslie, they actually did a study showing that sex has to be the erotic. There's a difference between erotic love and these other types of love. Well, the distinguishing feature of erotic love is, guess what? Repulsiveness. There has to be mucus, there has to be pink membranes, shiny surfaces, liquids, and slimes. And so I want the person to know that I accept all the ugliness that biology has to bring.
Interesting. Very strong opening statement. Pepperoncini response. Let's go to you. What are you looking? After hearing that, how are you feeling moving into this second round?
After hearing him call the guru a parody and to cite studies done by experts, I'm hoping to come in there and just bust him wide open. It's another gay forced date. I'm going to be the one scrambling to be the top.
Another gay forced date. So, well, you said you're whatever. Now let's go to, and you said you're whatever, and Damien, you're open to whatever, right?
If he likes to express himself in a dominant way, I can create space for his actions.
Wow. I know. Oh, this okay. A lot. I'm excited to get into this. You're giving me a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts, but I'm going to save them because I want to see where this headed. I want to affect the output of this. I want to affect the trajectory of this train line. Namaste. So, different strategies, different approaches. Very excited to see where this goes. So, listen, chat. It's up to you guys. Bet on your horse. Who do you think is walking out of this? A completely different situation than what we just saw in round one. Very different approaches. Let's start with you, one. Why should we vote on? Why should we be picking you right now, Damien?
Well, because I'm a people pleaser, and I like to entertain people. So I'd be telling you interesting stories all night long, before and during, after our moments of intimacy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's go ahead and go on over to you, Pepperoncini. Why should we be betting on you right now?
Because society encourages us to vote for the dominant, for the top, and I will fulfill this role in this upcoming date.
Interesting. So you're feeling physically and spiritually dominant in this, and that's why you think you're coming out on top on this one.
Frankly and simply engorged, Guru.
Yeah, right on. So we got a turgid young man. Namaste to you. Now, a couple seconds left in the voting, and guys, honestly, it's pretty even. Now, Damien, you are favored to walk out of this simulated date as the victor, but not by a whole lot. Not by a whole lot. Definitely won over the majority of chat. But Pepperoncini, you still got plenty of fans on your side. How does that feel?
It feels great to me, but I hope Pepperoncini doesn't feel bad about this, because, like you said, it's only a few votes.
I feel deeply dishonored by the viewers, but I'll use that to fuel me to victory.
Beautiful. All right, guys, let's say the prayer and throw you into the round. Here we go. Just repeat what you see on the screen. Infatuator's prayer. I do not exist without the other, and the other does not exist without
the
me.
other, does not exist without
As
me.
I gaze upon my lover, I wish to
I
slaughter
gaze
their
upon
mind
my
and
lover,
body.
I wish to
As I
slaughter
look
their
upon
mind
my
and
enemy, I
body.
experience
As I
a
look
lust
upon
that
my
defies
enemy, I
either.
experience a lust
Love
that
into
defies
fear,
either.
fear into hatred,
Love into fear,
hatred into
fear
lust,
into hatred,
lust
hatred
into
into
need.
lust,
That which
lust
delivers
into
me
need.
destroys me. That which
That which
destroys
delivers
me
me destroys me. That which
For all of
destroys me
time,
delivers me.
until form
For all
becomes
of time,
formless,
until form
until the
becomes
commotion
formless,
of being
until the
gives way to
commotion of
eternal
being
silence.
gives way to eternal silence.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's start the date. Have some fun out there.
So, Devo, my friend, you are, let me guess, you're a design guy, right?
What?
Are you a design guy?
Oh, no, I'm not a design guy.
Tell me, there's so little we know about you. What is it that makes you you?
Well, I took a lot of drugs when I was young, so I had to read a lot. So I ended up going to India after I graduated college. I worked for the Dalai Lama by accident. So I was in the translation office and in the library typing Sanskrit, Tibetan, and English for 6 months. That was a great experience. I should have stayed there because very interesting people come from Canada and Europe, to hang out with the Tibetans. And then so I realized I didn't want to become a mushroom hash person. So I put myself through grad school, and so now I do philosophy.
So you're a drug addict that refuses to acknowledge the supremacy of the People's Republic of China.
Well, the drugs I took are actually drugs that I use to stop addiction, like LSD, for example. Stan Grof was using that in Switzerland to cure people of heroin addiction. So these are anti-addictive drugs. Actually, they're really unpleasant experiences, and that's why I had to read so much to make sense out of my bad trips, mostly due to Christian television. I think Leslie could probably relate to this. I used to watch a lot of Christian TV as a joke, but I would eat while I'd watch it, so the messages came in me deeper because it was connected to the food, and then I started having bad trips on acid about Christianity.
Wow, that is some esoteric knowledge. I do have to give you credit for that. Do you see the truth of the world for what it really is beyond the surface?
That's an interesting topic. What are things like deep inside? Like if we could peel the skin off of an atom, what's the interiority of that? Galen Strawson says it's experientiality, and I think he's right. I think that consciousness is the substance of stuff.
Yeah, I think it's the Salvadorian vampires that are below the surface controlling everything. But again, that was given to me in a dream. You brought in some sort of expert in philosophy, which we here at the program eschew experts, right? It's what came to me in a dream that is the true knowledge, and it's that there are El Salvadorian vampires that are at the top of everything.
I hate I'm an American, so I hate intellectuals. I hate reason. I like marketing, and I like sleepwalking.
Yes. I like to be awake, personally. I enjoy to know the truth, and I feel like that's why it validates me to have love and to be wanted, is because I know secret things that other people don't know.
I'm the same way. People like to be different, especially in Austin, Texas, right? That's a city of the weird. But actually, this place was authentically weird back in the olden times. Did you see a slacker? Remember the scenes, the guys walking on the sidewalk talking about
And that's the date. Everybody, namaste. Make some noise for our contestants. The second round, beautiful round. A lot of energy, a lot of different perspectives and approaches. Very exciting. Let's real quick. Damien, how did that feel?
It was a lot of fun. He was being sarcastic and interesting and getting into the character. I should have improv with it, but instead I was, I smoked a little pot before I started, so I'm being overly authentic, I think.
Okay, interesting. Okay, Pepperoncini, let's go with you. How do you feel right now?
I have to give credit to Damien. I definitely felt more of a vibration here. He allowed me to mount, which I greatly appreciate, but I feel like there was an energy that was able to leave kind of my phallic pole and enter his orifice. So I am grateful of that. Thank you so much, Damien.
Interesting. Okay,
you're welcome. I'm always happy to receive you.
Beautiful. Couple questions before we enter the adjudication round. I just want to turn this music back on, though. It's driving me crazy right now. Where is the music? Where is the music? Where is the music? Driving me nuts. 1 second. Where is it? Where are you, you son of a bitch? I don't even remember what the name of the fucking file is. No, fuck it, whatever. We'll figure it out later. All right, so questions, guys, questions. Not Mish had the first question. Well, first of all, we've got Screen Jams threw 100 bits and said I'm in support of Damien. So that was for you, Damien. I'm going to keep that 100 bits, but certainly, emotionally that was for you. Not Mish. The question. Let's start with you, Pepperoncini. What's your ideal romantic getaway?
For me, I would say probably to the top of a mountain, or to the bottom of the ocean, Marianas Trench, an intimate submarine ride, something like that. Something where I'm alone with the person intimately and it's hard for them to leave quickly.
Interesting. Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and go over to you, Damien. What's your ideal romantic getaway?
Back in the 80s, in the late 80s, early 90s, Time Life had this series of books where they would talk about the great wonders of the world, great mysteries. And they had a section on Aleister Crowley. And they said, Aleister Crowley, he took his bride to the bottom of the Great Pyramid and had sex. And I was like, that's the place to have a date. So my answer would be at the bottom of the Great Pyramid of Giza, or some place like that was really old. And, I think we believe that back in the old time, things were weird, like those Egyptian hieroglyphics and stuff. There's a sense that the religious things were more real back then. So I'd like to be in a place that would potentially scare me because, the erotic and fear, they go together.
I love that. Let's very personal answer. Really appreciate that. You're obviously a thinker. You're bringing a lot of yourself to your answers, and that is remarkable. Because sometimes people they shy away, but honestly, also sometimes that backfires, as we know. So, Larry Picklejar, question: callers, based on your experience and worldview, how do you feel about the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party? Let's start with you, Damien.
My wife is Taiwanese, so but even before that, I was anti-CCP. But my best friends undergrad were all from China. Fred Jameson used to pick the smartest people at Beijing University, bring them over to Duke. These guys were nice, and they hated the party too. So I think I hate the party, but a lot of Chinese do too. But they're so scared to say it, even in the U.S. You know about the Little Pinks video, the guy playing the piano at the hotel, and the Chinese people, they got in trouble. It's pretty bad. So if you're Chinese and you're visiting the U.S., even when you're on Meetup, even when you're on Discord, you're forced to say, I love China. It's so advanced. Have you been to Shanghai recently? The infrastructure is so great, because other people will tell on them and get rewards back home. So so for the sake of the Chinese, I hate the CCP.
Interesting. Very. Look how you you politicked that answer really beautifully. Now let's go ahead and go over to you, Pepperoncini. Given your experience and worldview, how do you feel about the CCP?
I believe Xi Jinping is one of the greatest rulers to have ever graced our planet. And his quote speaks to me, and I think to the truth of all, which is to learn to overcome the crass demands of flesh and bone, for they warp the matrix through which we perceive the world. Extend your awareness outwards beyond the self of body to embrace the self of group and the self of humanity. He is making it so that those Chinese can sacrifice themselves to allow me to have the wonderful goods and services that I get every day in America. And so God bless you, Xi Jinping, and for everything that you do. I truly, truly respect you. Thank you so much.
And final little statement before we enter the judges' adjudication round. Larry Picklejar says Austin is a place for groupthink, Silicon Valley rejects, and wannabes. So a little aperitif at the end of our meal here. So let's go ahead, guys. I've heard what I need to hear. We are now entering the judgment round. Let's get it going. Now, I'm going to make my answer very clear up top and give my explanation after. So everyone, if you want to override, you can. But listen to me right now. Pepperoncini, I saw your approach run out of gas this round. I thought, you seemed a little cagey and a little defensive. A little bit. And I would say, if you were honest with yourself, I would say, of course, during regular explorations, I love your sort of fundamentalist sense. You're sort of you're a shooing of experts and the like. Of course, you were one of my bright shining stars here at Explorations. However, on a date, if the whole is on the line, and you gotta say, oh, I love the experts. Let's trade our favorite experts. I love Derrida or something. If you gotta say some shit like that, and the whole is on the line. Whether you're going to bust and whether you're going to find, some sort of affection, you go for it. You go for it. But listen, Damien, not perfect, but definitely enough to get out of the second round, moving on to the third. So, lots more I could say about your approach. Maybe we'll see a little more, after this next round. So, Damien, you stick around. Pepperoncini, you simply do not have what it takes to move on. Damien, I just want to say congratulations to you. First time stepping in and first time with the dub. Congratulations. Wonderful. Namaste to you. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. Now, Pepperoncini, like I said, it just didn't have exactly what it takes. Something to reflect on. Maybe you just lucked out with your wife and family. But either way, thank you for participating. You see a darkness in me?
That's right.
Well, whatever. Namaste to you guys. Let's head on over to the leaderboard. Now, it's looking like those of you... Wait, that's not right. Hold on one second. I got to adjust that. Sometimes it gets stuck. Summary. There we go. Now, those of you who bet on Damien, you saw the writing on the wall and you put down your channel points to reflect that. So I'm looking at Bismore 999, 40,000, walking out with 65, Disciple 15, walking out with 24, SH10151, 5,000, walking out with 8, Not Mish 1,000, walking out with 16. So listen, namaste, you guys. There's a new player in town, a new horse in town. I'm going to go ahead and update the contestant leaderboard real fast while we get our second player in place. Sit tight, Damien. Who do we got next, huh? Okay, wonderful, beautiful. I know who we're doing next. Very exciting stuff. So Pepperoncini with 1, Damien with 1. Beautiful. There it is. Updated. Now, guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's get the next contestant. Wait, I got to pull him into the room. Here we go. Let's get the next contestant. Go ahead, contestant. Go ahead and turn on your camera. We'll get started over here. Blessings to you. Wonderful. Namaste. Now, guys, you've seen her before. Regular face around here. Regular username around here. You've also seen her energy and seen it really do some magical things on screen. So, guys, join me in welcoming Damien and our round 3 challenger. Namaste, everybody. So, Damien, we're familiar with you.
Fuck off!
Okay, awesome.
Oh my God, I've got so much better things to do.
So Hypocriptomatic, a.k.a. Jenny. Namaste and welcome back to Infatuations, Jenny.
Surely. Just looking for Penub.
Wonderful. Okay, so Jenny, we've seen you a couple rounds already. How are you feeling tonight? What made you want to get involved tonight?
I didn't want to get involved at all, Leslie. Thank you for asking. And I just want to show people that they're not right for anybody, just as myself, and then we can all be together. Okay. Is that good enough, Leslie?
That's great. Terrific job, Jenny. Wonderful work. Now, Damien, you got a little bit different of a contestant. How does it feel to begin to size up your competitor this round?
I haven't inhabited every emotional space that's possible. So if she's in that XYZ coordinate, I can join her there.
Aww.
Okay, so Nindy knew with the communal vision. Jen, shut the fuck up and let contestant 1 speak.
You know what? Nindy knew you can fuck yourself.
So guys, I think we pretty much know what we're getting into. Let's go ahead and just enter the prediction round and see where our channel points fall. Let's start with you, Damien, walking out of the second round with your first W on your first contest. Why should we be betting on you tonight?
Well, hopefully I'll bring some, I don't know. I'm still digesting. I have to say that my partner here is not pleased. So I'm having an authentic sadness moment, and I don't know how to market myself as superior at this moment because I'm feeling her pain.
Interesting response. Jenny, why should we be putting our points on you, huh, sweetheart?
I don't know. I want to vote for Damien because I think that he's got great lighting and a very clear camera.
Right on. And what are you coming to us from? Is this a Nokia? We got a flip phone? What is this?
No, so this camera is not paid for yet. I stole it. Yeah, I stole it.
Wonderful.
It's a Google.
All right. So the chat has spoken. Damon, you're absolutely you're the favorite by a wide margin. Jenny,
that's so rude, and I hate everyone.
You got your consent. You got namaste. So listen, I know both of you guys are whatever. You're down. Hole's a hole. The both of you guys. So let's go ahead and do the prayer and get started on our competition tonight. So just repeat what you see on the screen. Infatuator's prayer.
I do not
I
exist
do not
without
exist
the
without
other.
the other, and the other does not exist without me.
Did not exist without the other, and the
As
other
I
does
gaze
not
upon my
exist
lover,
without
I wish to slaughter their
me.
mind and body. As I look upon my enemy, I experience the lust that defies either.
Upon my enemy, I
Love into
experience the
fear,
lust that defies
fear into
either.
hatred, hatred into lust, lust into need. That which delivers me destroys me, that which destroys me delivers me. For all of time, until form becomes formless, until the emotion of being gives way to eternal silence.
Eternal silence. Namaste.
All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Leave it all on the field out there.
What do you want? David? Do you want to be on the date?
Oh, we're on the date now. Oh, hello.
Yeah, he just does that. He just puts us right in the
I didn't that meant to speak. I thought he was calculating something. Okay. Yeah, how you doing? I'm sorry your camera's out. It looks kind of dark there, but that's okay. Over.
It is dark here. It is dark.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that. It seems like you didn't want to be on this date. Well, you were complaining about something, but I didn't understand what it was. Over.
I complain about everything. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, this is good because
So you're
I'm in.
gay? So you're like a real gay?
Gay, you said?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gay on opposite day.
Okay, that means that you're not gay.
That's right. I'm not gay.
Oh, I thought
That's
you said
okay,
you were
both my friends are
gay.
gay. Oh, actually, listen to this. I live in the gay building in the gay neighborhood in Austin, which is the
Bro.
gay city of Texas.
We can tell.
Good,
What's
good.
the gay city of Texas?
Austin. It's the San Francisco of the South.
Why don't you move to Portland? David loved that one. Killing it.
No, I was
I got
really
a good
actually thinking
crowd.
about that. Have you been
What?
there?
I would never go anywhere near there.
Oh. Well, I was thinking about moving to Portland or moving to Seattle. So
I bet you were.
Have you seen Twin Peaks?
I watched some of it.
Oh, isn't that great? It makes me want to move to Seattle. Does it make you want to move there?
No.
How's your weather where you live?
It's normal.
Where do you live?
Philadelphia.
Oh, it's always sunny there.
It's it's always sunny.
I've never even seen that show, and I probably would hate it, but I know that it exists.
Oh my God, you haven't seen it?
Oh, it's a comedy, right? Sitcom?
Bro, what the fuck are you doing around here? And you haven't watched It's Always Sunny? That's lame. Look at yourself in the mirror. Stupid.
Jeez
No.
Louise. What kind of attitudes that to
What?
bring to the date?
No. What? You're gonna go on. I always lose. I'm a loser.
Oh, this has happened before. Oh, I'm sorry
Yeah.
you're experiencing this trauma again. If I could, I would take away the pain.
It's not your thing, man. It's mine to carry. But
Okay,
you
what are you
will
drink-
do well.
What are you drinking there, by the way?
Who, me? Just a little bit of
talking to the rectangle.
Wawa iced tea, see, Philadelphia, and just a little bit of vodka might have dripped in it. Like just a little bit.
Oh, see, that's why we're on different
Wow,
wavelengths.
and that's the date, guys. Wow, guys.
was
Amazing
nice. I
energy
liked them.
between you guys. Wonderful job out there. Now, that was a date to watch. Very
I like
different
them.
approaches. I know I say that every time, but very different approaches. real quick, before we get into, any questions that may file in, let's start with how we feel about it. Jenny, how are we feeling about that round?
I actually really liked him. He was nice to talk to. He might be my friend.
Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and on over to you, Damien. How are we feeling after that round?
Well, she was a sharp angled object in a pool of bubble gum, which was me, and it took me a while to receive the pain, and then I did, and we harmonized.
Namaste. Before we continue to the judges round, I do need to greet some Raiders. Raiders, namaste to you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight's a very special night. Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, a competitive online dating game show. Not geared to help you find love, but to help you find out whether you even deserve it in the first place. Namaste. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's a really fun night, exciting night. Blessings to you. TVHTV, namaste. How is the stream over there? Quick shout out for TVHTV, namaste. Quick shout out. If there's a moderator around that could do the little shout out for me, I really appreciate it, because getting that kind of energy is a gift. It's a gift, and we all need to be thankful for that. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Namaste. Here. Quick shout out. Can we do a shout? Namaste. Namaste TV. Blessings to you. I'll do the shout out. TVHTV. Namaste, guys. God. Join me in following TVHTV and send some special energy towards that explorer and the energy that they brought tonight. Very exciting, very beautiful night to have that. Now, guys, I've heard what I need to hear. In just a moment, Raiders, I'll be able to explain exactly what's going on. But first, I got to come to a judge's decision. Now, again, remember, if you would like to, fuck it. Let's just do it. Now, this one was interesting. Now, I would first like to say, Damien, I felt like you were challenged on this. I think we all saw it on your face. Now, you keep an open mind, and you sort of consider yourself to be a pretty, universal person, empathetic. But there were a couple times, specific times, where Jenny challenged you here. Did you feel that?
Yes, I felt it. I thought, wait a minute, this isn't the format. And then I started to panic. I thought, how can I be funny with this discomfort with me? So I had to be with the discomfort for a little bit, and so I felt uncomfortable. You saw that. Somebody came out, somebody threw some real crazy ass, old school Greg Maddox curveballs at you. Now, Jenny, I thought, you were a fierce competitor as always, and one of your strengths, Jenny, is that, as we've discussed, you're kind of damaged, you know what I mean? You're a sort of confluence of trauma and mental illness and a lot of things working against you. That sort of gives you a little bit like a shine if you hold it up to the light in the right way. And every once in a while, that shine works. And tonight, Jenny, that shine worked. It's going to be enough for you to get out of this round, move on to the next round. So, Damien, not through lack of effort, not through lack of skill, you have been defeated. So, Jenny, congratulations to you. Terrific work tonight. Who knows how much longer this is going to last? Probably not that much longer, but congrats either way. And listen, and Damien, listen, you put out an amazing effort, a strong competitor. You just simply got bested by someone who's just a little touched to the mind. Yeah, as you should be. You got outboxed. Namaste. So let's go ahead and go to the leaderboard. I'm looking at Bismore. No, it has not updated, so let's update it.
Oh my God, I literally voted for him.
Godspeed is 7,000, walking out with 51,000. People made a lot of points on you tonight, Jenny. GG Eula bet 3 and walked out with 26. 1111 Andy 3 walked out with 20. Lewis _ 2700 walked out with 19,000. So guys, there is much to be earned on the underdog should you listen to your heart and see where it's going to go. Now, really, absolutely beautiful work. Really appreciate how everybody,
I really liked him.
Okay, hold on. A little long. Bunch of signups. Now, guys, before we bring on the next contestant, I do want to remind you guys, if you would like to participate in Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, has the reminder been showing up? I just want to make sure. I want to make double sure. One moment. Should be a thing dropping. Reminder. Text, yeah. Should be working, right?
David, can you get Damien back? Whatever his name is.
Bring Damien back. Larry Pickledry, the energy.
I'm talking to my bird.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thanks.
Sorry. I thought I was on mute.
Let's see.
Did you
We
listen
got.
to him?
Yeah, it's on. Okay,
No.
cool. I just want to make sure.
It's
That's
so
off.
chill.
That's on. That's on. Good. Okay, cool. So, guys, listen. Go ahead. If you would like to participate in tonight's competitive dating game show, go right ahead. The link is in the chat. That link will take you to the green room where a model set you up and get you settled in. Raiders, if you want to just say fuck it and throw down, here is your chance. Go ahead, click that link. A moderator will tell you what's going on. Feel it out. Very simple, very easy, very fun, and very spiritually edifying, like I've said. It's free to play. Namaste. Now, let's go ahead and do one more round before I have to take a piss. Be 100% honest with everyone. 100% honest with everyone. We got another competitor lined up. A repeat. Somebody who just didn't have enough with the first round and needed to get back in the mix and try their hand. They're not taking their loss. They're not taking their loss without saying nothing. They're coming back. They're showing that face and they're competing. Go ahead, contestant. Go ahead and turn on your camera, and we'll get started.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yo,
I just dragged you.
Oh. What's going on?
It's all right. There you go. Perf. And honestly, I think a better angle for your grill.
Bro, I can't see his grill and I can't see my grill. Like, there's no grill happening.
All right, so guys, let's go ahead and move on to the fourth round. Blessings to you. We're having a three-way tie right now. Let's see if anyone can break that spell. Let's go ahead and meet our next contestant. So, as we know, Jenny returning this round, and we are staring back at that first round contestant who took the L, but not taking it down, laying down. Well, technically laying down, but go ahead and reintroduce yourself, contestant number one.
Hey, I'm Brando, and I was contestant one. Here's my pussies.
Gross, bro.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Now let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on to Jenny. So, well, actually, before Jenny, Brando, talk to me. Why are you back here? Why'd you come back? Huh? You took the L. I said some really harsh things to you. Why are you back?
Well, I was about to go commit suicide, and I was told not to.
Right.
Because you wanted to ridicule me some more. And I said, fuck it, why not?
I love that. Sometimes just someone being mean to you is maybe the best sort of.
I feel so alive right now.
Beautiful. I love that. Jenny, how does it feel? You saw him in the first round. How does it feel to go up against something you already saw?
I think he's a really cool, chill dude, and he has alcoholism and a drug problem, and he wants to kill himself. I feel like we've got a lot to talk about.
Beautiful, wonderful. All right, so guys, we've got the skinny on both of these two. So let's go ahead and enter the prediction round. Let's start with you, Brando. Why do you think you're going to come out on top? Why do you think you're going to beat Jenny tonight?
Because I'm here again. And when does that ever happen?
That's That's false, brother.
Just because
by the way, if you want to have
by
a fight
virtue
right
of
now, we
being
can have
here,
a fight.
that's your whole
we can
answer?
Go hard.
What?
By virtue of being here, that's the whole answer?
I was about to go kill myself.
Okay. Well, let's Jenny. Not exactly a sexy answer. Jenny, let's go to you.
What?
Why should we vote for you, Han?
Because I don't care. Because I'm gonna kill myself.
No, we're not. We're not doing that because we can't say that on Twitch.
Wait. Oh.
Program's supposed to work.
I'm pitting. I'm gonna kill myself harder than you.
No,
brother.
you're goddamn not. Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna find my way to your house
on Minecraft
and kill myself
joking, and
on
I'm
top of your
scolding.
dead body.
Guess what? I will lay myself on top of you, and I will just be bleeding out.
That's pretty sexual.
Pretty much a dead
Thank you.
tie. Pretty much a dead tie between these two nincompoops. Now,
that was fucking hot.
Nincompoop is the worst word ever in the language.
Okay.
And now
My
I hate
pussy's
you,
a
Leslie.
furry.
Okay,
Are you
let's keep it. All
nincompooping
right.
right now?
Wonderful.
So
Let's do the
gross.
prayer. Let's do the prayer. You guys are a handful.
You have to say this, okay? You have to say every word. Do you understand?
Infatuator's prayer.
I wasn't able to see it before.
I do not exist.
I do not
It
exist
exists
without
without the
other.
other, and the other does not
And the
exist
other
does not
without me.
exist without me.
As I gaze upon my lover, I wish to
gaze
slaughter
upon
their
my
mind and
lover,
body.
Slaughter their
As I
mind
look
and
upon my
body.
enemy,
the
I
mind and
experience
body.
the lust that
As I look upon my
defies
enemy, I
either.
experience the
As
lust
I
that
look
defies
upon my
either.
Love
enemy,
and
I
fear,
experience the
fear
lust
and
that
hatred,
defines
fear and
either.
hatred into lust,
Hatred
Love
and
and
lust.
lust
fear,
into need.
Lust and the need.
That which delivers
Lust
me
into need.
destroys me.
That which
Which delivers me,
That which
destroys me.
destroys me,
That which
for all
delivers
time
me,
until
delivers me.
form
for all of
becomes
time
formless.
until form
For all
becomes
of time,
formless, until the
until
formation
form
of being
becomes harmless.
gives way to eternal
Throw
silence.
silence. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. All right, guys, we are starting the day. You guys have some fun out there.
Always saying have fun out there. I'm never having fun.
I can't
Are you okay,
fucking
man?
read.
Dude, bro, this sucks, doesn't it, man?
Oh my god. Am I in public
Ask
right now?
me
Yeah, I'm
questions.
watching myself on
Ask
TV.
questions. I'm a lady. They said one time.
What?
Come on. Dude, bro,
What?
you have to ask me questions. I'm the girl.
Okay.
Ask me like what I'm interested in or whatever. I don't know.
What are you
I don't know.
interested in, girl?
Not this.
Yeah, me neither, actually.
I don't like talking
I
to
don't
people.
want to fucking.
You're right.
I really
Right.
hate your guts.
You hate me?
Yeah,
Oh my God,
kind of.
here, let me get out my hate notebook. It has cats on it. It's cute. And I just write down all the names. Ain't no thing. Do you like
I'm
music?
underage.
What?
I do love music. What?
You're old.
No, I'm not underage. Yeah.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
No, you're old. What kind of
I am
music do you
old.
like? Look how. Oh, I like animals too.
I'm pretty.
Your favorite
I'm
animal,
pretty
bro?
bisexual when it comes to cats.
You mean in real life? Me too. Me too.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Here, let's hold fingers, cat fingers together. That's it. There he is. Hey you. Hey you. Hey you.
I
Okay.
actually like you a lot.
I like elephants.
I love elephants.
Oh my god, me too. I love polar bears as well. I won't watch any shows about polar bears or elephants because somebody always dies, and so then I'll just cry for 2 days and I'll miss
Do you like
work.
Babar?
What?
Do you like Babar? Babar.
Yeah, I don't-
No, it's a cartoon about elephant family.
I can't hear you. I really have bad hearing because I always stood next to the speakers at shows.
Babar.
Jaguar?
Babar.
Oh, Babar?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't- I'm so sorry, brother.
Are we drunk right now and on drugs or something? Like, it's
I'm like,
almost like we have an addiction or something. What? I don't know.
Sorry, dude.
You like elephants too? Fuck yeah, me too.
Yo, you need to hang out here. It's where like all the tards hang, man. It's so
And I'm
chill.
fucking full tarded, so.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow, and that's the date, everybody. Guys, make some noise for our contestants. Really, honestly, beautiful stuff. Honestly, sometimes we don't get to watch the sort of dance actually work into a resonance, but that time we did. So it makes it a whole different thing to judge. So I don't even need to ask. Let's start with you, Jenny. How did that feel?
It felt great. I like him. I knew it from start one. I think that I knew that he was coming on board. I knew it. And that's just the bottom line because Jenny Z said so.
Namaste.
What?
Let's go to you. Brando, how'd that feel?
It was actually really great. She's a really funny person, and I hated her last night.
Interesting. And so
how dare you have an underage person on your TV show?
Yeah, beautiful. All right. So listen, a couple questions for you guys from the chat. I gotta say, it was as nice as it is. Here we go. Ready?
I don't think you should break us up.
Larry Picklejar first with a communal vision. As a viewer, I understand the parody aspect of comments regarding self-harm, and they do not influence anyone watching. Namaste. Thanks so much for the disclaimer, Larry Picklejar. Question from Larry Picklejar. Let's start with you, Brando. What's your favorite drug?
Good question.
Speed.
I love cocaine.
I'm a Motorhead guy.
Okay.
That's right, brother.
King, man.
And Jenny, how about you? Favorite drug?
I love smoking cocaine. Crack.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Fram, let's go. A question from Fram for both of you guys. Jenny, Jen, could you elucidate the dimensions of the pussy primarily with respect to the fatness axis?
Right, the fatness axis of the pussy.
As opposed to.
It's so.
I don't know. Pussy's pretty furry.
So 0 to 17 degrees, 24 lateral.
Beautiful. All right, and
from experience, I have 2 pussy.
Excuse me, sir.
And
Oh yeah, he said. Yeah, this guy's a pussy, dude.
You're excused. You're excused.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, my pussy is just hairy. It's not necessarily fat.
Gross as fuck.
All right. Well, listen, beautiful answers, beautiful questions, and honestly, it was pretty interesting. This is a tough one for me, but I must make a decision, and that is what I will do. It is my responsibility to you.
Oh my God! I hope I don't cry.
Here we go.
Now
listen, this was pretty emblematic of the community at large.
I need
two
some
of you
cocaine
guys.
for that.
Hush, I'm coming to a decision. Now, between the two of you guys, I knew this, I could have predicted that it was going to go well. If there was like a side bet that this is going to go well, I would have bet on that for sure. However, that's not what this is about. This isn't about like how well this can go. It's how well you make it go well. Now, Brando, pretty interesting little dance at the beginning, but this is going to come down to a single event that happened early on in the date. Because like we said, by the end, you guys were dancing the same dance, and it was really beautiful and touching to watch. However, you at the very beginning, Brando, it just admitted, and it ended up working in your favor. But I'm just saying, as a universal soldier, there are not a lot of other situations where this is going to work out. You lucked out because Jenny's nuts. But Brando, you said I don't even want to fucking be here. I fucking hate you. You said that pretty quick right off the top. Now, this is just the law of nature, Brand. Don't get mad at me, but the law of nature is that there's a longer leash for women to say things like that and act aloof like they don't want to be there.
Did I win, Leslie? Did I win?
That is just the law of nature. I don't make the laws. I don't make the rules. I'm here to judge each of your performance based on how well it's going to do in the real world. So, Brando.
Women do belong on leashes, yes.
Namaste. See, and now that you've established the vibe, that kind of stuff is going great. But at the beginning, Jenny signaled to you that she wanted to be chased, and you said, you know what? Fuck you. Luckily, it worked. Luckily, it worked. But But
because they're fucking lying.
well,
You know what? Fuck you, Brando. Now I hate your guts.
all right, listen, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. So, Jenny, you are the winner. You're moving on to the next round. Jenny, you're the leader for the evening. Namaste, leader for the evening. Congratulations. All right, now, Brando, big dog. Listen, again, you're a competitor, and you're out there, and maybe you shouldn't be though, because you've lost twice in a row, and it should be even more embarrassing this time. It wasn't working. So leaderboard. Let's go ahead and go to the leaderboard. Looking at Not Mish, put 2,000, walked out with 38. Nindy New, 1,600, walked out with 32. Pepperoncini, 12, walked out with 24. Fram, 1,000, just a little under 2,000. Namaste to everyone that competed. Remember, there's a lot to be won. There's a lot to be won no matter what. Lot to be won. There it is. So, guys, beautiful. Again, just to reiterate, if you would like to participate in the, I'm going to drop, let me hit the button. I'll hit the button right now. Where's the button? If you would like to participate, guys, click that link I just dropped into the chat, both on YouTube and Twitch. Click that link and then head on over to the Discord. A moderator will give you the rundown, and let you know exactly how this thing's work, what to expect, and how much fun it's going to be. It's super easy to get going. Obviously, I mean, if Jenny can win, obviously it's pretty easy.
I can hear you.
I know you can. Blessings to you. So I think we have wow. You know what? I was going to take a piss, but I'm too excited. I saw who's next, and I got too excited. I got so excited that my dick crawled back inside my body. So excited to see who's next. So, guys,
maybe you need to pee.
Nope, not now. I'm gonna be bringing in this next contestant. Go ahead, turn on your camera, and we'll get going over here. As soon as I see that your camera is on, I will introduce you to the chat. Now, guys,
it's a complete nightmare.
We've seen this. We've seen these two before, head to head. And what is maybe the most memorable evening for an Infatuations with Leslie Tanner? And we are lucky enough to see it again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming, obviously, Jenny back to the stage, but also join me in welcoming the next challenger for the night.
Who's he?
There.
Look at.
Blessings. Namaste. Namaste. So we've got Jenny, beautiful Jenny. Namaste to you. And then player number one, I know who you are. We've met, we've discussed. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat.
Hello, Leslie.
Hello, Duncan. How are you?
I've been doing fabulous tonight. I missed the first part of the show. I'm hoping that I can catch up.
Namaste. So Jenny's in front tonight with 2 dubs, a smattering of single dubs, and then you're here to say, look it, Duncan's here. Duncan's looking for some dubs himself.
She's looking beautiful. Those little piggy tails is good on her. Yeah.
Okay, and Jenny responds. How does it feel? How does it feel to go head to head against Duncan once again?
I don't want to do this.
We doing it.
It's a secret weapon.
Jen, we do it. It's happening tonight.
See, I can't. I'm going
We
to.
can.
All right, that's enough. We know what's going on. Let's enter the prediction round, guys. Put your channel points up. This is a high octane one we've been looking forward to, a repeat of.
Please.
Hey, I've got one kitty cat here too.
That is gross, and you look like Santa farted on your face.
Maybe Santa did fart on my face. It smells like cinnamon and regret.
Santa has regret? That is so weird. The cinnamon part's not. Why are you doing this to me? Not again.
Because I love you.
About 20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds left. Who is your champion tonight? We've seen this play out before. How's it going to play out tonight?
Oh, no. Let him win. No, this is a secret weapon, and I will not fight it. And I don't care. I want to swim.
All right, so listen, going into the next round, Duncan is the favored competitor. Jenny, you have lost some fans this time. People are looking at Duncan to take home the W. So before, I don't even want to waste any time. I want to get right into the competition. I'm so eager to see you guys go head to head. Let's just do the prayer and get in there.
Duncan, say it with me, okay?
I can read.
Yeah, right.
Infatuator's prayer.
I do not exist without the other.
And the other does not exist without me. As I gaze upon my lover, I wish to slaughter their mind and body. As I look upon my enemy, I experience a lust that defies evil. Love into fear, fear into hatred, hatred into lust, lust into need. That which delivers me destroys me. That which destroys me delivers me. For all of time, until form becomes formless, until the commotion of being gives way to eternal silence.
Namaste.
All right, we've seen these two these two knuckleheads before. Let's get in there. The date has begun.
Look, that's David. Say hi, David. Hi.
Hi, Jenny. I've missed you.
I missed you too.
You look very pretty tonight.
You are only seeing my forehead.
I watched you on the last date.
What?
I watched you on the last date with that rando. Yeah.
Yo, he was cool at first, and then he was a loser because he lost. Where are you? I can't see you. I'm scared.
Where's you?
Yeah, where are we?
Oh, where'd you go?
There. Hi. Oh boy, me and Duncan, we go back. I'll tell you what. We've had a nice life, huh? Remember
things has been working out pretty good.
On your fucking face?
Don't reuse jokes, Jen. You're better than that.
I know. I closed my eyes. I thought it would be over. What are you gonna do? You're gonna
wait
go date
until
somebody
after
else?
the date to close your eyes and wish it was over. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna lose, okay? And now what? You're gonna go date somebody else? What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna sit here like an asshole?
You're just gonna have to wait. Yeah.
Until
they don't call me Lick-a-lot-of-puss for no reason.
Can you not say that ever again? I hate that nickname. Look, we have still another minute left. Let's talk about our dreams.
Okay.
I want to live in Italy someday. What about you?
I love Italy. I've been to Italy twice, and arrested 3 times there. Yeah.
I've been to Italy twice, and I was definitely arrested 1 time and dragged by my father by my collar once.
Was that because you
smooching somebody in a bus stop in Florence? You're not allowed to do that, and they cannot touch your titties. Your daddy will get mad.
I found out if you fall asleep on the train, you will get your titties touched a lot if that's what you are after. Italian men is real aggressive with them titties.
Yeah, they love titties, man. And they love an ass. They do love an ass.
And they love it all. There's nothing like, you could look like an ogre, but if you have a vagina, Italian men will be sniffing you and onto you and taking your wallet.
Absolutely beautiful. Namaste, and that's the date, everybody. Wow, guys, let's make some noise for our contestants tonight. Beautiful competition, beautiful outing. really
I will
wonderful.
not dine and dash on you because this
Namaste.
is
Okay.
Twitch.
We heard your piece, guys.
This is
We saw
not
you
Twitch.
compete.
I will not dine
Enough.
and dash on you. Yeah.
No, let's go to you, Duncan. How does it feel? How'd you feel about your performance that round?
It's a song
I am a Jen fan. Jen is one of my all-time favorites. Yeah.
How did you feel about your performance, though, Duncan? This is not about chasing Jen. How did you feel?
I feel like I'm always my best self, Leslie. Because of your program, I feel like I can fuck anybody. Yeah.
Wow. That's okay. Interesting takeaway. Let's go ahead and go to you, Jenny. How did you feel about your performance tonight?
I don't care. I just am crazy about that, Duncan. And I just it doesn't matter anymore. I thought I liked people earlier, but you got my special button here with him. Always.
Interesting stuff.
I get that special button,
Yeah, you can push that button.
Wow. Okay. Listen. We have a question from Larry Picklejar during that outing that I'd like to present to both of you guys.
Weird.
Larry Picklejar says, let's start with you, Duncan. What are your opinions on the CCP?
So I do not have any hate for China at all. And if Larry Picklebottoms does not like China, then he's just going to have to figure it out himself.
I called him Larry Picklebottoms before, too. He's Larry Picklebottoms.
So your response is just that there you don't differentiate between the CCP and the people that they preside over. You say, like, if you don't like the CCP, you're racist.
I wouldn't say racist.
I love it. I love it if you are
people,
saying that, though. I do love it.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Let's go to you, Jenny. Question from Larry Picklejar. Jenny, what is your opinion about the CCP?
What did Larry say?
He just asked what your opinion was.
Oh. Right. I don't know. I agree with whatever Duncan says. I'm just starstruck. I'm just
so you see anybody who doesn't like CCP as racist?
I love ICP.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go ahead and go to the judges round. Guys, I've seen what I need to see. Blessings to you. Namaste.
I love Fago.
Now,
you like Fago? I would pour it down your throat. And I pour it over your nipples, so probably a little bit, and then lick it up.
Okay, that's enough. All right, that's enough.
I
feel like I'm watching two boxers. Hey, listen. I'm watching two boxers duke it out after the bell's rung, so hush. Now, guys, I'm going to be honest. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. There's been a lot of pressure. Everyone's been looking forward to this, to see a repeat of your guys' first meetup a couple months ago. Now, I don't know if it was the Shut up. I don't know if it's
shut up.
Shut up. Leslie, if you tell her to be quiet again, I might.
What are you going to do?
I don't know how I'd feel.
You're going to roll into a bowling ball and try to knock me over?
I may pin you.
Is that that's your number one move, or anyway. So listen, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. Jenny, you got beat. I thought both of you walked in with your defenses down. To be honest, both of you with your defenses down. The sort of, I don't doubt that both of you are sort of mentally touched. Sort of retarded in a way. However, I do think that you were aware of the effect that you were having on the audience. The retardation had a sort of self-awareness, and it left a really shitty taste in my mouth. However, you know who snapped both of you guys out of it?
You're a shitty taste.
You know who snapped both of you out of it? It was Duncan. When Duncan called you out for repeating a joke and said, "You don't got to do that, sweetheart. You don't have to do that. Not with me." And that moment, that singular moment, Duncan vanquished Jenny. So Jenny, you do have two, but our Duncan is now on the board.
Duncan, don't date anybody else, please promise.
Namaste. Congratulations, Duncan. All right, Jenny, listen, tremendous effort. You won 2 rounds. But not enough for 3. Fuck you. Get off the screen. That's that. All right, so let's go to the leaderboard. That's not right. Let's go ahead and update it. So Bokes came in with 34,000, walked out with 49. M. Robert Kopp called it. 10,000, walked out with 14. Pierogi came in with 10, walked out with 14. Is Bloom, namaste to you, 8,000, walked out with 13. Larry Picklejar, 5 and 7. Not Mish, 5 and 7. Mother Nipple Bob, 5 and 7. Bismore 999, 2 and 3. Namaste. Papa Booey, blessings to you. Welcome to the program. Now again, guys, if you would like to participate, if you've seen what you've seen on the screen, you're like, let me try my hand at this business. Go ahead and click on the link I just dropped into chat. And whether that's on YouTube or Twitch, just click that link. It'll take you over to Discord. Our moderators will bring you up to speed, tell you what you need to know, and get you on screen into the octagon of love to decide whether you even deserve to be loved in the first place. Namaste. So let's go ahead and update our contestant leaderboard before we let's see who we got. Oh, Kanakeel. Namaste, Kanakeel. Hey, Leslie. Sorry I've been gone. I was lost in a cave and had to eat my fellow travelers to survive. Kanakeel, welcome back. Guys, can we welcome Kanakeel back? A long time explorer here making a triumphant return. Blessings to Kanakeel and Namaste. Thank you so much for that sweet, sweet prime. Blessings. It's good to see you. Oh, my sweet Lord. Good. All right, guys, we're very excited to bring it on to this next round. Let me update the contestant leaderboard. Hippocratic Cryptomatic 2. Then we've got Duncan with a 1 on the board officially. So right now, Hippocryptomatic is in the lead for the night. Let's see how that continues. Now, we do have our next contestant lined up. Are we still good? Let me double check this contestant's ready. Nice. Okay. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and get our next contestant in here, guys. Very excited. Now, this is a recent addition to our community. Somebody who hit the ground running, really impressing everybody with how quickly they took to the tenets of the program. Also sent us some really beautiful mail, so already in my good graces. But let's see how they do at Infatuations with Leslie Tanner in the octagon with as strong of a competitor as Duncan. So let's get her in. Contestant, go ahead and turn on your camera. And when I see that your camera is on, we'll get it going. Namaste. Beautiful. Wonderful. Oh, so exciting. Okay, guys. We know Duncan's coming back. Hot on the heels of a W. But let's meet our next challenger of the evening. Namaste. So, Duncan, we're familiar with you. Contestant number 1. Brand new in Infatuations. Tell us something we can call you and a little bit about yourself.
It's Beeps. Hi.
Beeps, it's fantastic to meet you and see your physical visage. Namaste.
Namaste. I'm mostly known as a poop scientist, and I'm a lab manager.
I'm very
proud of that.
Managing
don't have
poop.
any. Yeah, I manage PhD students and poop.
Beautiful.
And it's hard to tell the difference sometimes.
I'll bet, especially with the riff-raff of your own management, giving you little breadcrumbs to head this direction, head that direction. Baby, I'm changing their diaper, treat them like adults. Mom. So listen, Beeps, it's wonderful to meet you face to face. Duncan, are you familiar with Beeps?
I am not. This is our first meet-in.
Beautiful. Namaste. Now, listen, very exciting. Both of you are beloved members of our community here. So I'm personally very excited to watch you guys go head to head. Let's start with you, Beeps. What's going to be your approach tonight? What makes you a strong competitor?
I am friendly. I'm not very authoritarian. I really like Duncan, so I'm just going to try and go for authenticity. My friends say my personality is pretty good.
Love that. Already strong. Duncan, how does it feel to hear that? Different kind of competitor this time.
Yeah. Leslie, is it my turn?
Yeah. How did that feel to hear that stuff, huh?
It felt good. I am also going to approach with the authenticities. And I feel like the competitor is very pretty, both inside and out. So this should be very enjoyable.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've heard what we need to hear. Let's enter the prediction round. This is your chance, chat, to put your channel points on and choose your champion. Who do you think will walk out of the octagon with the W? Duncan, let's start with you. Why should we be voting for you this round with a different competitor?
I think you should vote with your heart. If you think I'm a winner, then mark it. But if you think Beeps is gonna win, mark it. I don't really know things to say to sway you.
Interesting. So you're just kind of, we're doing the passive approach this time. You're just kind of laying down in the middle of the road, waiting for a car to run over you. Beeps, why should we be choosing you as the champion?
I'm very passive aggressive. When it comes to my workmates, is my most recent manager class, but I'd really like to learn people. And so I guess my next adventure would be learning how to love.
Wow. It's hard to know who's coming out on top with that kind of answer. Couple seconds left, and the voting has concluded. Looking like a pretty much absolute dead heat between the two of you. Now, Duncan, a little bit favored, but not by much. Not by much at all. This could be anyone's game. Now, a question I must ask you, Beeps, is, are you gay at all?
At all? Or
gay,
bi?
Straight, anywhere in between, or some other four-dimensional thing. What's up?
I guess three-dimensional as in bi?
Bi, 3D, so sort of a three-dimensional bisexual.
Yes, and I also play chess that way.
Okay, so we got...
No, I don't actually play chess. I'm sorry.
I love that little attempt at humor, though. That was very good. I think it was successful. I liked it. I like that little joke.
Thank you.
Namaste. Now, beautiful. So this is not a forced gay or forced straight date by any stretch of the imagination. These competitors know what's at stake, loneliness. So they're willing to do whatever it takes to get that other, find that hole, or have the hole occupied. However you want to phrase it. We are going to do the infatuator's prayer, and I'm going to throw you guys in the octagon, and we're going to see who comes out on top. So just repeat what you see on the screen. Infatuator's prayer.
Infatuator's prayer.
I do not exist without the other.
I do not exist without the other. The other does not exist without me.
As I gaze upon my lover, I wish to slaughter their mind and body. As I look upon my enemy, I experience a lust that defies either. Fear into hatred.
Love into fear.
Hatred into lust.
Fear into hatred.
Lust into
hatred into lust.
That which delivers me destroys me.
That which delivers me destroys me. That which destroys me delivers me. For all of time, until form becomes formless, until the commotion of being gives way to eternal silence. Namaste.
All right, guys. Enough of it. Enough of that. Let's get into that octagon and let's have some fun, guys. Leave it all on the court and don't forget to have some fun. The date has begun.
Beeps?
Yes.
So Leslie did not ask me what my orientation is, but I wanted to be clear with you. So I know that you consider yourself maybe a bisexual, right?
Yeah, although I've only had 2 partners before at different times.
Oh, yeah. Well, I am actually not bisexual, unfortunately. I am trisexual in that I will try anything several times.
That's good. Like, is that mostly on the like human spectrum?
I love puppies and kitty cats, but I will not fuck them. That's where I draw the line. Is the poop that you deal with, is it mostly human poop, or is it also animal? So I do have a follow-up question to the first poop question.
Yep.
So when the students squat down and poop on your chest, do you scoop it up into the Petri dish, or do the students scoop it up and put it in the Petri dishes?
I have them poop into like this thing that looks like a hat. And then a hat. Yeah.
That's new.
And then
That's new to me. I am interested in this. It's a hat, right?
A plastic hat, yeah. And then I scoop it onto the dish and grow it that way.
And the dish is the name of the person sitting in the corner, right? Just watching the dish?
Nobody watches. No, the Petri dish. I scoop the poop into a Petri dish.
Okay, I get it. Leslie called me retarded, but I don't know that we're supposed to use that word past 1997. So
I don't use it anymore.
Thank you, Beeps. I'm sure other people would appreciate that. It does not affect me in any way, though.
That's good. What do you do, if you don't mind sharing? Like, for fun?
I just turned 22, and I am actually an actor in search of my SAG card. Because of the nepotisms in Hollywood, I still have not obtained it.
What's a SAG card? Like,
something
bad
SAG,
happening?
as in, like, a woman over 45, her boobies? SAG?
Oh, yeah. Wait, you want one?
Yeah, it's a Screen Actors Guild card, and it means...
Namaste, guys. And that's the date. Guys, give him a round of applause. Pretty exciting stuff. Interesting competition, interesting energy between the two of you. Now, let's go ahead and start with you, Beeps. This was your first time getting into this sort of situation. How did that feel?
Good. It was, most people react to me similarly once they find out what I do for a job. Although nobody's asked if anyone's pooped on my chest before.
You never answered that, by the way.
Nobody poops on my chest.
And we did it. We did the round already, so you can't. No answers. No, nothing past the bell. You know, they don't let boxers hit each other after the bell. I'm not gonna let you guys date anymore, at least right now. So, interesting. Okay, so it was an unorthodox experience. You're still getting your feel for it, and this being your only impression, kind of a pretty specific one, you'd say.
Yeah, but it was actually very pleasant. I felt bad for taking so much time, but no. I do like to talk.
Love that. I love that. That kind of passivity is gonna get you far in this kind of game. So. Let's go over to you. Duncan. Different kind of competitor. How'd that feel?
Leslie, I love somebody on the show that just wants to have a good date. I don't think you need to attack one another to create a moment. Yeah.
I mean, what is it that you think you're doing here, Duncan?
I think I'm getting to know somebody so that I can fuck them. Consensually speaking.
Duncan, this is a competition. This is not here to help you find love. It's help you to figure out whether you should even try to find love in the first place, whether you have what it takes to find it.
Leslie didn't. Pepperoncini lied to me because he said that I would find somebody. He said that I would find somebody special on the show, and I feel very much taken advantage.
He could have told. Let's be honest, Duncan. He could have told you anything, and that's what you would have heard. Okay, so I've listened.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go ahead and go to some communal visions first before the question. Fram says it's Beeps. Excited. Fram said it's excited to see Beeps. Also, Larry Pickledre saying Team Beeps. Namaste. Communal vision right now. Fram says never listen to anything that Cheen says. Pepperoncini in this case. Never listen to what he says. So kind of a warning to Duncan in particular. Now, question for both of you, though, from Larry Picklejar. How would you ensure scientists clean up the shit that was assigned to a specific fume hood? Let's start with you, Beeps.
So honestly, you're supposed to like spray everything with ethanol going in and out, but since it's shit, like, come on. You just make sure you're tidy up once you're done. You don't need to be clean going in.
Right. Okay. Interesting. And we're not worried about cross-contamination of certain bacterias or anything like that?
As long as it's clean inside. I mean, I trust the person No, that's not true. I don't trust but verify. So, hey.
Trust but verify. Interesting. Okay, let's go to you. Duncan, how would you ensure scientists clean up the shit that was assigned to a specific fume hood?
I think me and Beeps have similar management styles. I would send my human centipede of PhD students back in to lick it clean.
Interesting. So sort of take your position as a manager very seriously in a sort of authoritative sense.
Yes.
And is this something you would sexually enjoy? Or is this just kind of for power?
Leslie, I am sexually enjoying this. There's nothing that I do that I don't sexually enjoy.
Love that. Love that. And that's a good fact to share after the date, not during the date. So very wise in that. Let's go ahead and guys, I think I've seen what I need to see. I've heard what I need to hear. Trav Cam with a little communal vision before we go into the judges round. When you clean up your shit lab, do you have to wipe front to back still? So that's kind of funny. The answer is yes, I guess. Yahoo's serious, saying ew. All right, guys, enough of this holy button around. Let's make some decisions. Now, guys, I've seen this before. I've seen this kind of back and forth before. And this community attracts a certain kind of person, a certain kind of soul, largely mentally ill, largely disabled in some way, for the most part. Now, that's not to say, as we can see on the screen right now, that there aren't more, normal, socialized, functioning members of our community. And let me just be 100% honest with you guys. Someone like that in this kind of competition is a Michael Jordan, is a LeBron James, is a Kyrie Irving, is going to absolutely put a stop to any charming, mentally ill, disabled business that you might put on the screen. So, Duncan, you are a fierce competitor, charming as the day is long, very funny, very fun, but you look weird. And Beeps is just like a sweet, normal, charming person and kind of ragdolled you on the field out there. I take no pleasure in sharing this with you, but somebody needs to. And to be perfectly honest, Beeps, as a lot of people predicted, you are walking out of this round with the W. So congratulations, everybody. Let's make some noise for Beeps. Congratulations to Beeps. Really well done out there. You stayed in the pocket and you did what you came to do. Namaste. Now, let's go on over. Duncan. If anybody is confused as to why Duncan was just lost, just defeated pretty handily, just look at the screen. All right, so see that we could have used that spirit a little before. Now, let's go ahead and look at the leaderboard. OM Godspeed walking in, putting 15 on the line, walking out with 30. Pierogi, 12 and 24. Larry Picklejar, 11 and 22. Tony, 5 and 10,000. Foolish Mofo, 5 and 10,000. Mother Nipplebottom, another 5 to another 10. Blessings to you. Disciple, 3.5 and 7. Ellie, beautiful guys. You guys really, those that saw knew. Now, listen. If you want to argue about who's funnier, you want to argue about who is more charming, you want to just pick your little pet favorite, go ahead. But when we're talking about the real world, who's going to do better in more dating situations, it's not even worth thinking about, okay? Every single time somebody like Beeps, someone like Dee Dee, someone like Sparkly Miracle Zone steps into the ring, they're going to be ragdolling you guys because you simply are lacking something cognitively. Now, and again, this might feel harsh. I want you to know I take no pleasure in sharing this with you, but you need to know and you need to reflect on your skill set and your life. So guys, if you would like to participate in tonight's competition, I dropped a link in the chat. Go ahead and click that link and it'll take you to the green room. In the green room, a moderator will speak to you, bring you up to speed, and tell you what you need to know to get you on screen. Blessings to you guys. So really beautiful. I'll go ahead and update the leaderboard while we're having some fun. Updating the leaderboard. So Beeps on the board. Beeps. A tough competitor. Now, Hypocriptomatic still in the lead with 2, but guys, it's early enough that it's still anybody's game. Who's looking to take the title home tonight? Namaste. Let's go ahead and check on who is next. Who's next? We're checking. I'll find out soon. I will find this out soon. Got it. Namaste. Beautiful. All right, we got our next one. Namaste. All right, guys. So, listen. Namaste, guys. We've seen Beeps. We're familiar with her. She very easily walked out of that round with a W. But let's bring in our challenger with a new contestant. Brings a new energy and a chance for us to be shocked and awed by what can, happen between two people. Opening themselves up to defeat the person that is in front of them. Let's go ahead and get them on screen. Contestant, go ahead and turn your camera on. And when you do, I'll go ahead and introduce you to chat. How about that? Beautiful. I love this. I love your vibe. I love your energy. Let's get your ass on screen. Guys, we know Beeps walking into this round, and we have a brand new contestant. Couldn't be more excited. Put your hands together and welcome this new competitor. So Beeps and player number 1 walking in with the confidence of a victory. Player number 2, talk to me. What's something we can call you, and what made you want to throw your hat in the ring tonight?
Granny, I don't know what the fuck's going on, really. So I like to play games. I'm a gambler.
Wonderful. So I'll just tell you right off the top of the bat, this is a competitive dating game show. It's not designed to help you find love by any stretch of the imagination. What it's here to do is to help you find out whether you deserve love, whether you have the skills to be good at being on a date. Whether you can, keep it together, not say anything like unhinged or just completely brain dead for the span of 3 minutes, be charming, interested, etc. So that's the point of the game. Are you still excited?
Yeah, I'm fucking livid, man. I'm here with Leslie Tanner. How many private jets are you up to?
Oh, listen, I've been burned by private jets before. I try to keep it. I keep it rental.
Okay, you rent them. I think that's more expensive in the long run, but I think you could probably afford one at this point.
True. It's the upkeep. It's the maintenance of the private jet. That's where they really get you.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like a car. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it plummets in value by 5 to 10K.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then what's the resale?
Jetstream? Like, are you going for Jetstream? Or are you trying to get like a one with a kitchen?
Ooh, yeah. I normally when I have this thing worked out. It's been going on for so many years. Really good question. It's a refrigerator filled with snacks and little bottles of seltzers and what have yous that I prefer. It's a little thing worked out because I'm such a frequent customer, and at the end of the day, I get to kind of dust my hands off and not really have to worry about the engine or the fuel or the yada yada. I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So Beeps, brand new competitor. We've heard a little bit from him. Granny, talk to me, Beeps. What different kind of competitor this round? How are you feeling right now?
I'm intrigued. The background picture really strikes me.
That's me on an alligator.
Interesting.
Beautiful. I love that. I love the chemistry already between the two of you is really, really something, I wouldn't believe unless I saw it for myself. So guys, I think we know what we need to know. We've got a feel for both of your personalities, and we're going to enter the prediction round. Chat, put your channel points where your mouth is. Who's your champion? Who's walking out of this with the W? Now, let's start with you, Beeps. You're coming in here with the W with a little bit of confidence. Why should we be betting on you tonight?
Oh my goodness. Because I'm more interesting and I know more than just poop, so I can talk more than just that.
Have you watched my content?
No, your name's Granny.
You said poop. No, it's all right.
No, let's go to you, Granny. Talk to us. Why should we be voting for you right now, huh?
I don't know, man. I'm just assuming by the skull shape that she's Mormon, and that's gonna. I've never dated a Mormon, but I think it would be hard. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Couple seconds left on the voting round for everyone to choose their champion. Looking like, honestly, pretty even. But it looks like, Beeps, you are the favored one to walk out of here with the dub. So you got your fans, you got your loyal fans. But, honestly, there are a lot of people pulling for you, Granny. Now, Granny, can I ask you, where are you? Are you gay? Are you straight? You something else entirely? Talk to us.
No, I'm pretty straight, man. I have a old lady. She's been there for about 9 years now.
Uh-huh.
So I'm in a 9-year relationship. Yeah, pretty straight. I have reproduced.
Oh, namaste.
Probably
so
not.
You can improve it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah, I've been in that relationship. I do realize the amount of grief that I'm producing right now is probably not great for the show or the aesthetic of it.
No, I mean, for me personally, I love it. It's probably going to hurt you in the round. So let's go ahead and get to the prayer. So this is not a forced straight or a forced gay date by any means. So what we're going to do is recite the prayer. I'm going to throw you guys right into the octagon, okay? And we'll see who comes out on top. So just recite exactly what you see on the screen in just a moment. Infatuator's prayer.
Infatuator's prayer.
I do not exist without the other, and the other does not exist without me. As I gaze upon my lover, I wish to slaughter their mind and body.
As I look upon my enemy, I experience a lust that defies either. Love into fear, fear into hatred, hatred into lust, lust into need. That which delivers me destroys me. That which destroys me delivers me. For all of time, until form becomes formless, until the commotion of being gives way to eternal silence. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, guys. So listen. Again, we're about to start the date. You guys have some fun, okay? The date has started.
Okay.
Hey, can you tell me about your Discord avatar at all?
Yeah, that's me. I was on the floor of a construction site. I made an employee take a picture of me. And then it got photoshopped onto an alligator.
Nice. That's very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice. I have the Last Supper too, if you'd like. I don't know if that would help.
Oh no, it's okay. We can see it some other time.
Okay, all right. You into Christina Ricci at all?
The name's familiar, but I can't remember.
Black Snake Moan, maybe. You ever seen Black Snake Moan?
I haven't.
Oh, for real. He changed.
I'm sorry. I'm stuck in a bubble, it feels like.
It doesn't.
Yeah, when it comes to super cool content. Beyond Leslie.
Oh, yeah, no. Leslie's the man. I mean, he's got the private jet and everything. And the cult. Clearly, he's running here. It's not a cult, though, is it?
No. It's not at all. We learn a lot. I have sent gifts before that I commissioned.
Oh, okay. All right. What would you order from McDonald's?
I would order multiple items, but a breakfast hash brown. Only because
no, not morning food. No, we're talking evening food here. Because we're not gonna be there in the morning. I'm not waking up.
we can DoorDash it or something lame like that.
Yeah, are you paying?
Sure. Because I was cheated out of it once. Like, I paid for it and they didn't give it to me. Like, it wasn't in the bag. So I want one.
But why would...
Okay. Are we getting a music train? Or what was that?
No. No, we're not.
No.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
Let's say there's a minute left, and then we'll call it.
What kind of car do you have?
What kind of car do I have?
Yeah.
What do you drive?
I drive a beautiful Crimson Pearl Civic.
That's what kind of car I have. When we're on this date. Yeah, when we're on the date, of course, yeah.
Wait, so you want me to pick you up?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
No, you can take like an Uber.
No.
I'll be drinking.
Are you paying for the Uber? We're going Dutch on this. You know this, right?
15
yeah,
seconds.
and you
3,
can
2,
walk.
2 seconds. 1. And that's the date. Some sparks flying at the end. Now, that was fun. Now, guys, let's make some noise for our contestants tonight. Fun round. Let's start with you. Granny, how did that feel?
I think we made a connection.
Made a connection. I thought so, too. And how did you feel about your performance?
Me, personally?
Yeah, in that competition.
Nailed it. Yeah, I nailed that one.
Okay, so you're confident about that. And Beeps, how about you? How'd you feel about your performance that round?
I thought it was good. I was taken aback at first, only because I'm not used to people like talking back or interrupting that know there aren't like immediate consequences to it. And just having to be very polite and be like, oh, let's both step away and think on our thoughts. And so it was very nice.
So there's some emotional, like there's a little bit of emotional content that caught you off guard a little bit.
Yeah.
Contestant 1, how does it feel to be part of the culture that invented jazz?
That would be really cool.
That being Mormon.
Oh, wait, what? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Wait, did he know? Wait, I don't, I'm not religious, so that's, I don't feel that way.
All right, so let's go to contestant 2. How does it feel to have been kicked in the head by a horse? That's from Pepper and Cheese.
No, man, I've never been kicked in the... I've had several head injuries, but I've never been kicked in the head by a horse. I don't go around them motherfuckers without a stick. And I live in fucking the horse capital of the world.
Right,
so,
okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Now, Larry Picklejar says, Granny, great lighting and attention to detail on your setup. And, Granny is an Uber-taking bitch. Sort of kind of went back and forth on that. He was like complimenting you, then he said something negative. Carrot, and then the stick. Then a question from Duncan Did It. Does the Timu Lincoln lawyer prefer Uber or Lyft?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, man, no, I just get the boys to come get me. I haven't really taken that many Uber. Like, can you... I had to plug my phone in and turn it on, man. I'm pretty redneck, I guess.
And let's throw that. Sociopath. How many of his children question from Sociopath? Well, you didn't pay enough for that to be a question, so just kind of a question into the air. How many of his children were legitimate? Fram coming in. Fram, if it comes down to it, this is a question for both of you. If it comes down to it, will y'all take the gator as a sister wife, or are you going to be cowards and home wreckers? Let's start with you, Beeps.
What does he mean by sister wife?
So you would be in a sort of polygamous situation with an alligator.
That depends on how the alligator was raised. Like, if this was... Yeah,
Montessori.
in Louisiana, when I visited...
Montessori gator.
Yeah, the gator needs to have manners.
Yeah, reptiles don't have manners. You got to open their flap to fuck them, too.
Well, I wouldn't need to do that. Because
Yeah, you
I'm
would.
special.
All right. Well,
That's how you get to the genitalia. Sorry, Leslie.
Well, it's okay.
You don't have any left then? That's why it's Photoshopped then. That picture, because you weren't able to get that close to a gator.
I would like to say to Duncan and Leslie, I'm sorry to do this. Duncan, it's not a fucking cloaca. Cloacas are on birds.
Okay.
All right? It's a watertight flap.
Sounds like someone who was kicked in the head by a horse would say. That's what I'm trying to kill. Larry Picklejar, Granny knows too much about gator flaps. Travcam, our sister wives expected to handle each other's flap. I don't know, but you didn't pay enough for that to be a question for both of them. So, listen, I've heard what I need to hear. I've heard what I need. Another communal vision. Travcam, our sister wives expected to handle each other's flap. That's what you just... Okay, we did that one already. Okay, listen, enough of that. I've seen what I need to see, heard what I need to hear. Let's enter the judges round.
All right.
Now this is a tough one. Because on one hand, beeps, sweet as the day is long. You're staying exactly in your pocket, and it's not passive for passive's sake. You have certain expectations. You value politeness, and you value a sort of sensitive give and take to conversation. You've got your own style, and it suits you well. Now, on the other hand, we've got someone that's looks a little rough and tumble sort of guy, a sort of more classically masculine. Handles gators, handles outside, probably does some sort of Do you work on cars?
House painter, but I have shot wildlife. Yeah.
Okay, so check and check. Now I am personally, I could have watched that date all night. I thought it was fun. It was fun to watch you guys butt heads, to see your two styles sort of create sparks and friction with each other. But sparks lead to fires, and fires are interesting. So ultimately, what I thought out of this, again, it's going to come down to the details. It's going to come down to the details. I think, Beeps, you were strong, but you rose to the challenge of your competitor. And Granny, you... Okay, well, I've made my decision. Beeps, oh, son of a bitch. Pepperoncini overridden. I've been overridden. I was going to pick Beeps, but it's up to the chat right now. Guys, if you see the poll in the chat right now, it's for you to decide. Who's walking out of this with the W? Completely up to you. No longer up to me. Is it going to be Beeps? Sweet, polite, works with human shit, or is it going to be Granny, the guy who you guess would work with shit but doesn't, just paints houses and shoots wildlife? Now, it's up to you. I wish I could know. I wish I could guide this. I was going to pick Beeps because Beeps asked more questions. Granny, and if you wouldn't even have to have had asked as many questions as Beeps did, but if you would have asked like one or two, you would have taken it.
Sure, if she was Mormon.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, if you would have just shown even a tiny bit of empathy, guys don't have to show that much empathy in general in the natural, kingdom. And you're just short of what I thought. Okay, so Beeps is moving on. You have been defeated, Beeps.
Oh, fuck.
Beeps has.
Do I just leave now?
One moment. Beeps, okay. You're moving on. Beeps, you're tied for first place tonight. So congratulations to Beeps. What I would have picked, and super namaste to Beeps. Beeps, hang out a little bit longer. We'll get you on to the next round, okay? All right, wonderful. Thanks so much, Beeps. Granny, honestly, a tough competitor. I understand why you have a family. I understand why you have a family and kids, proven your mettle, and I'd love to see you come back and compete another time. But this time you just got flat out beat. Sure. I don't see why not. Well, now let's head over to the leaderboard. So Beeps came out on top. OM Godspeed 10,000 walking out with 19. Lewis underscore 7,000 walking out with 13. Eyes Bloom 6,000 walking out with 12. Waxy, good to see you, Waxy. Waxy 6,000 walking out with 11. Pepperoncini 3 and 6. Fram 2. 2.4 and 4.5. Can it kill? Good to see you on board. 17, walking out with 32. And the rest of you didn't really even bet that much. So, guys, what a night. What a night we're having. I'm going to go ahead and update the board because we got Beeps and Hippo Cryptomatic tied for the lead tonight. Tied for the lead. Two very opposing styles, but two harsh and tenacious competitors. Now let's go ahead and see real quick who's going to be our next competitor tonight, huh? Namaste. Okay, guys, we got someone. We got some. Now this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be an interesting one. Now we've seen Beeps lay waste to two competitors in a row. Basically wearing both of their skulls. And next up, we are going to bring in somebody you know, somebody you've seen before, somebody whose energy you're familiar with. As of late, has had to dip out a little bit to deal with personal matters, but is no less of an explorer than anyone else in this community. I'm very excited to bring to the front this competitor, new contestant. Go ahead and turn your camera on. As soon as I see your camera on, we'll get you on screen. Beautiful, beautiful. Good to see that face. Now, I am so excited to present these two. Guys, join me in welcoming Beeps, looking for her third victory and pretty much securing the W for the entire night and going up against our brand new competitor but familiar face. Guys, let's make some noise. So we got, welcome Beeps. Player number 2, go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat. I already know you, but go ahead and tell us and why you're chiming in tonight.
Hi, everyone. It's Fort. Beeps is doing a great job, and I just thought I'd throw my hat in the ring,
Namaste. Already tickled by the polite, I would imagine tickled by that accent, huh? Wow, there we go.
Oh, totally.
There we go. Off to a strong start. Now, Fort, you're seeing what you need to see in the first couple seconds. Fort, a moderator, an explorer extraordinaire, somebody critical to the community coming in. And I'm honestly excited to see two equally skilled and similarly strategied competitors. So, Beeps, you heard a little bit from Fort. How are you feeling heading into this round? A different kind of competitor than the last round.
I'm excited. They look very well put together. And I think I've talked with Fort in a side Discord in between the show's channel. Maybe, I don't know, some moderators were there. Never mind. I thought I heard your accent before, but maybe I'm just not good at recognizing voices.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. No, neither way. I like how we're both navigating each other's feelings in a very sensitive way, and I'm very excited to see this sort of tinder turn into a spark, turn into a fire on screen. So, guys, I feel like we've heard what we need to hear. Let's go ahead and enter the prediction round. Now, start with you, Fort, the competitor, the challenger tonight. Why should we be betting on you right now?
You know what? I am just one of the people. Again, Beeps has been really on fire tonight. And I just think, just again, throwing my hat in the rings, want to see where I land and you know what? Just see what I can do. See where I can go.
Namaste. So you're going in not with a lot of expectations, but let's see. But you're still a little silently confident. Beeps, let's go to you. Why should we be betting on you right now?
Fort's really cool, but I think I can continue to make this interesting.
Wow.
And it was, yeah.
Wow. Now, a couple seconds left. A very clear favorite. Let's see if it holds over the next 5 to 10 seconds. And yeah, it's looking like so. Beeps, you are the clear favorite by a wide margin. Kenny Kell with a communal vision saying, red flag, he's British. Red flag for Kenny Kell. So I would imagine that is a red flag for some people. Depending on your impression of the English and how how well this personality correlates. with what you've experienced and come to despise in the English. But either way, guys, I'm excited to see. Now, let's go to you. Fort, I know your background, but I'm going to ask you anyway as a formality. Where are we at? Gay, straight, something else?
Well, you know what? So I'm straight. I can't say that I've, been that way the entire time. Was a gay chat mod for a while. Just want to put that one out there. Just into them ladies, and don't want to throw too far, but Beep, you're
right. Of course, Beep. Let's go to you. We know you're kind of you're open, right? You're open.
Yes.
Namaste. So we're
equal opportunity.
Right. So we're not forcing any gay or straight thing tonight. Beautiful. Let's see where the sparks go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the prayer, and I'll throw you guys right in the ring. How does that sound?
Great.
Sounds great.
Okay. So just recite what you see on the screen. Infatuator's prayer. I do not exist without the other.
With the other.
And the other does not
and
exist.
the other does not exist without me.
As I gaze upon my lover,
I wish to slaughter their mind and body. As I look upon my enemy, I experience a lust that divides either.
Fear into hatred.
Hatred
into lust. Lust into need. That which delivers me destroys me. That which destroys me delivers me.
Which delivers me
destroys me. Until form becomes formless. Until the commotion begins. Gives way to eternal silence.
Namaste.
All right, guys. Let's let that date start. Have some fun. Leave it all on the field. I'm excited to see where this goes. It has begun.
All right. Beep. I have to ask you a question. So that the prior guy seemed like he was quite the adventurous type, a bit of a wild card. Do you have a bit of a wild side? What's some of the most exciting things that you do?
Scuba dive.
Oh.
I really enjoy that. But my scariest incident was almost running out of air in Egypt, above a sunken ship. So that was pretty wild.
I also scuba dive. I used to scuba dive off of the coast of Abu Dhabi, and not related, but I did get bitten by a shark.
Oh, good
I have the scars to prove it. I don't want to, they're on my leg. It's a wonderful thing. Listen, I didn't have anything like that. Swam with some turtles, a beautiful thing. But listen, that was a fun time. That was probably the most exciting thing, I think, at least on my side.
I think our exciting times are both horrifically traumatic. What we just said was horrifically traumatic.
Just a bit. I mean, it was an interesting moment. Still got the leg, still there. Not can still use it. But I do have the teeth marks, which are pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, any questions for me? I'm gonna be.
Do you live in United States side?
I did. I immigrated over. So I've been here for 6 years. It's been an interesting 6 years, but I've been having fun, enjoying myself, and just throwing myself in the country, into the culture. I have to keep quiet on July 4th. That's not my day. All right, I have to admit a defeat when I need to, and so I keep quiet and just enjoy the fireworks. That's the key thing, and I stay away from Boston. They're very hostile to us.
Oh yeah, you're pretty easy to spot once you open your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I said, it's been a very good time over here. So what are your hobbies? So you told me scuba dive. Anything else that you do?
I do a lot of arts and crafts. I have a lot of local artist friends.
Okay.
And then I also foster cats. I've fostered over 50 cats since 2016.
Wow.
Not at the same time, but kittens and cats. And the worst one got stuck to my friend's head, and we had to pry the claws out. But most of them are usually sweet.
Okay. Has there been any favorites that you've had to keep yourself?
We foster failed our first one, my parents.
Wow.
Namaste. Now that was a date, guys. Let's make some noise for our contestants tonight. that was a really interesting one. Watching both, like I said, similarly skilled and similarly strategizable, or whatever the word would be, but very equally matched competitors. I want to ask how your opinions of your performance were, though. Let's start with you, Beeps. Your third round, looking for the third W. How did you feel about your performance this time?
I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed spending time with Fort. I came in like super riled up and like aggressive though from Granny. And I was just like, man, I'm gonna kick him in the shin. And then I was like, oh no, this is a decent person. I do not need to be riled up. So I thought I responded really well, and I enjoyed it. Interesting. Now let's go ahead and go over to you, Fort, brother. How talk to me. How'd you feel about your performance this round?
Yeah, I think I did. I mean, look, the Englishness, it can be a bit of a put off, but it also can be a disarming mechanism as well. So had to play that. But look, I enjoyed my conversation. I, again, wanted to just take the challenge up. Beep has been a real champion with this so far. So leaving it up to the people, see what I did.
Interesting. So we do have a question for you guys. We do have a question from Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini asks, contestants, would you fuck in a full set of plate armor? Let's start with you, Fort. Maybe you've done this before, or would you do it?
Hands down. Have my own set of armor, got the codpiece and all. It just flips open. Makes it easy.
Beautiful. And let's go to you, Beeps. What are your initial? What's your impulse? Would you fuck in a full set of armor?
Down to be adventurous, but someone would have to teach me how, because I thought that stuff was nailed together.
A lot of WD-40. That's how it works. Yep.
Wow, always the charm. We got a Hugh Grant over here. Namaste. Now, do we have any other questions? Kenny Kiel with the. Can we, as kind of a request for me, can we put subtitles on the British one? I'm having a hard time understanding. Fram,
sorry about that.
Yeah. Canikiel, you apologize. Fram, show the scars. Canikiel, red flag, he's British. Okay, we did it. All right, so listen, I've heard what I need to hear. Duncan did it, just communal vision. WD-40 is my lube of choice. So thanks so much, Duncan. Appreciate it. Now, this is a tough one. Like somebody said in chat just a moment ago, this is like watching two normal people on a date. It was watching, this is maybe, again, it happens every once in a while on the stream. I get so many of the people drawn to the community are deficient cognitively, emotionally, somehow traumatized at a very early age, and they just can't act normal as hard as they try, as many skills as I try to give them. So when this kind of thing happens, when there's like a sudden flux of people that can act normal for just a couple minutes, it gives me like an opposite vertigo. Like the ground becomes so stable that it freaks me out. To watch you guys talk in a coherent way, one foot in front of the other, that was something else. Now, because of that, it makes my job more difficult. Now, I would say the positives, you're both normal, coherent, you listened. I noticed, Beeps, you did a sort of like, you didn't ask a lot of questions. And at first I was like, what's the play here? Is this a negative? But then when I saw how it interacted with Fort, he started asking more questions. He occupied the space. So you kind of receded a little bit and made him come to you. And I thought that was very interesting. Then I saw Fort mention the shark scar. And that was awesome. And not only did he mention the shark scar, but Beeps, you threatened to teeter the entire date a little bit by saying, wow, all of our exciting stuff is traumatic. And that so easily.
It's so dramatic.
I know. And not to say that's.
We made a moment, a connection. Did you pick up on that, Guru?
Yeah, I picked up on it, but you almost. Have you ever been in a situation where the idea of trauma, we're bonding on trauma? Have you ever seen that go awry?
No.
Wow. You have got to meet more mentally ill people or something, because watching two people talk about their trauma is, I would say, if I was going to guess, like 8 times out of 10, a fucking disaster. But honestly, it was a question. You didn't necessarily try to steer it. You're in like a sort of weird maybe borderline trauma bond kind of way. That wasn't the vibe. The vibe, but regardless, Fort sort of said, yeah, haha, laughed, and then sort of picked it back up. So up until that point, Fort, I thought you were taking it. And because that shark thing, and then you pulled it out of the gutter. You kept it off the guardrail. Then Beeps brought up the cat thing, and I was like, oh no, this is a chin scratcher. This is a real chin scratcher. She, in the last 25 seconds, brought up having fostered 50 cats. And for you being a sensitive, normal person, reacted positively to that. So,
right.
Oh, wow. Honestly, I got to give this to Beeps. I think by the skin of her teeth, pulled it out. Really, and I'm going down to very small details. Things that might not have even been conscious on her part. That sort of, I'm not going to ask questions and you ask questions. That showed me that she dominated you. She had the power in that situation. Yep. Through your overly eager attempt to be empathetic, she dominated your ass. And that ultimately is the deciding factor for tonight's competition. So, Fort, thanks for joining us. But Beeps, absolutely, like I said, barely pulling it out, but pulling it out. Third win in a row, putting you in the lead for the night. Wow. Congratulations, Beeps. It is pretty much 100% effective. Now, let's go forward. Like I said, you got dominated, but you are a strong competitor, and the fact that you brought out the shark scar, that you brought out so many jovial, like very polite laughs, you're a fucking tenacious dude.
I should have mentioned. All I could think of was the smell. I should have brought it up. I didn't.
Yeah, you could have pushed the shark thing a little bit more, because she did get riled up with that alligator guy was being like a tough guy, and I think she said she didn't like it, but I think there was more complex nuance to that emotion. I think ultimately they're probably not very well suited, but I think there was something there. I think if you're looking to maybe a strategy for next time, you could lean more into the shark's card because it got her riled. Now let's go ahead and look at the leaderboard. So Beeps coming out. Lewis underscore put 15,000 down and walked out with 17. OM Godspeed 10,011. Pierogi 8,000 walking out with 9.5. Pepperoncini 6 and 7. Foolish Mofo 5 and 5. Not Mish 5 and almost 6. So not a lot to be won because Beeps was the favorite, but you guys called it right and you can't hold that against you. So namaste. So, Fort, thanks for joining us. Namaste, blessings to you. Beeps, you're on a tear tonight. You're on an absolute tear. Guys, let's see. I'm going to double check who we got. We got him? Okay, we got our next competitor for the night. We're going to do 2 more. We're going to do 2 more, and then we got the Halloween party over on the Discord server, guys. Really exciting stuff. Really exciting stuff. On the Discord server, we're going to be doing some sips, some vibes. We're watching a Halloween movie. In another room, we'll have some Halloween karaoke, I think. Lots of fun. So stay tuned for that in a little bit. Let's do 2 more contestants tonight, though. So Beep got 3. Let's see how this plays out, because it's looking like Beep's got it tonight. I'm going to go ahead and pull in our next contestant. Contestant, new challenger. Go ahead and turn on your camera, and I will get you on screen to talk to you a little bit. I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. Namaste. Dude, nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Again, a newer explorer, but somebody who's got the true light inside of him and truly showing himself to be a bright shining star here in the community. Interesting competitor. So let's go ahead and get him on screen. So let's make some noise for our contestant. Obviously, we know Beeps. We've seen her sort of really lay waste to competition for 3 rounds in a row. Congratulations to Beeps. And now, number 2, I can see who you are. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat. What should we call you tonight?
You can call me Sam, because my also known as internet name is Sammelstelli. It's German for collecting place. My real name is Lennart. So Lenny is also okay. Yeah, and I'm from Germany. I stream like gaming, and I really like Leslie Tanner's style of conversation and here to meet people, and yeah, it's really great to be here.
Beautiful,
Thank
Sam.
you.
It's nice to meet you face to face.
Yeah, you did. I called you like once or twice, and you didn't see me. And
I did not, but now I am,
No.
and I'm loving what
Yeah.
I'm seeing. Namaste. So thanks so much for joining us, Sam. I really appreciate that. Let me ask you a follow-up question. What pulls you into infatuations tonight? What's your strategy when it comes to dating and making sure you win?
Oh yeah. If I'm being honest, I'm married, and
Okay,
I
so
have,
this
like,
is interesting, spicy.
Yeah, I'm married, and I have like 2 kids, like 7 and 5 years old, and both are boys. And I have a newborn girl, Leia, and she's only 8 weeks old. And yeah, it's
Interesting. So, listen, thank you so much for sharing so much of yourself. Beautiful Beeps. Well, you just heard a little bit about a new competitor. How you feeling?
Good. That makes me happy. I'm being reminded that I work with poop. But I have German lab mates, and they've been the nicest people. And so, like, his accent brings me back to people that were actually nice to me.
Interesting. So we got a couple of communal visions. Pepperoncini says this is a match made in heaven. BP works at a poop lab, and Germans love scat porn. Have fun in there, y'all. Kennekiel says red flag. He's German. So Kennekiel not into the the white foreigners, so to speak. So namaste. Everyone's got their preference, and I appreciate you being honest about that. Kennekiel, blessings to you. Now, guys, I think we have what we need to know. Let's go ahead into the prediction round and see what the chat has to say. Guys, this is your chance. Place your channel points where you will place them. Who is your champion tonight? We've got Beeps, the returning victor, with 3 and pretty much walking out of here with a W unless somebody stops her. And maybe that person is Sam. Sam, why should we bet on you tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I'm the first time here, and then I'm from Germany. It's not usual to have like German people here,
Exotic,
and maybe a guy can win this also, and not only the girls are winning. Also, I love Beeps, but yeah, I have to compete.
Namaste. So let's go to you, Beeps. Why are you walking out of this with the W? What's different about this round?
Because I think we'd be a cool match. Maybe together, like him and his family. We'd be really great together.
Interesting. Wow. Okay, so we'll see. That'll be interesting to see how that comes up. All right, couple seconds left. Who is the favored? Yep. Okay, Beeps, you are the favored contestant heading into this round. Now, Sam, you don't have a lot of fans, but those that do support you stand to make a lot if you perform well. So, I have to ask you, Sam. I know you're married and have kids. Are you gay, straight, something in between? Talk to me.
I'm straight.
Straight guy.
And yeah.
So we got another.
But I also love the visuals of every human being. So I recognize a nice-looking guy and a nice-looking girl, and
100%.
Yeah,
you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it. You've
Of
explored
course.
that part of yourself at least enough to know, to admit so you got a piece of meat in front of you.
Yeah, of course.
Now, let's Beeps, are you going to be approaching this one differently? How are you thinking about your strategy this round?
I like to mix it up, but I'm not really sure because he seems like a very nice person. And unless he comes at me with something very aggressive and offending, I don't see a need to try and kick his shin.
Interesting answer. All right, well, listen, I've got what I need. I'm ready to say the prayer and throw you guys in the ring. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Now, the prayer will be on the screen. Just repeat what you see. Infatuator's prayer.
I do not exist with the other,
and the other does
not exist without me.
As I gaze upon my lover, I wish to slaughter their mind and body. As I look upon my enemy, I experience a lust that divides either. Love into fear, fear into hatred, and hatred into lust. Lust into need, that which delivers me destroys me. That which destroys me delivers me. All right.
For all of time until... Did you finish?
I did it early. You're in the date. The date has begun.
Being given away to eternal silence. Namaste.
Namaste. The prayer's so hard. Like, none of us sync up.
The date has begun.
Congratulations on the birth of your daughter.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. My wife really thinks she needed a girl, but I guess I needed a girl.
So I was gonna ask, are there any traditions? No, that's way too boring. For newborns, where do you live actually? Which country?
It's in Germany, in Nordrhein-Westfalen. It's near Dortmund. It's
totally over my head, but that's okay. I was gonna say, like, in America, they do like every month take a picture of the baby to see how they grow.
Yeah.
Do you guys do something like that?
Yeah, of course. We do like footprints and handprints and like taking pictures. Of course, everything like this. I guess it's normal for family people to do this.
Yeah. Therefore, I think I'm really artsy crafty. I think I could be a great insert into your family.
Could be so, yeah.
So, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking like Jack Daniels, Gentleman Jack with Coca-Cola.
I didn't know they pre-made those.
Yeah, it's like in a cup, and I really like it because it's like in Europe it's about €4, and it's okay for this price, and therefore I drink some beer and have some whiskey who's like it's for drinking, not for the
the buzz.
There are way better whiskeys, but with Coke I really like this Jack Daniel's taste with Coke.
Yeah, I like cocktails, and but we have I used to drink a lot of gin and tonics at home because they were so easy
tonic.
to make.
Oh yeah. I love gin tonic. Sakura is a gin I love the most. It's like a octagon bottle. Sakura.
All right, that's the date.
I really love
that is the date. Namaste, guys. Listen, I want to first get to your guys' reactions to your performance out there. Let's start with you, Sam. How did that feel for you? How did you feel you did out there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't feel very comfortable to speak in English all the time, but I'm pushing me into these situations. I really like to go into other streams and try to speak in English and try to communicate with another community, and I really love to push my limits, and therefore, I hope to
you're doing no. I 100% understand what you're saying. Yeah. Dude, no. You did something interesting out there that I'm going to be getting to in a little bit. But before I do that, let's go over to Beeps. Beeps, talk to me. How do you feel about your performance in that round? Anything different? Do you regret anything you said or did?
I was trying to be like, draw him out. I sensed his like hesitation, so I was trying to like engage, but then and then like insert myself and like, oh, hey, we can, you know, I'm just going to be awkward from here on out. So like if we had more time, I feel like could have made him like converse more and felt more comfortable.
So you felt the burden was on you.
There wasn't like sparks or anything going on. No. I think we could have been like good friends.
Okay. Good friends. Okay, interesting.
So I think that happens with all my German people I know is they're slow and to like open up and then they're good friends.
So a couple communal visions before I enter the judges round. Pepperoncini, communal vision. This date taught me we can never break the barriers between nations. Kanakiel says, are they looking for a third or perhaps a fourth if we are including his wife? Fram with a communal vision. I don't know if this is a bad word in German, so I don't. Ist die. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Ist die Muschi fett? Mushy? Mushy? Musky? Mushy?
Mushy. It's like pussy.
Yeah.
It's like pussy.
Okay, so that did not land, Fram. That joke didn't work. Pepperoncini, honestly tired of these shifty Europeans trying to encroach on American tradition. All right, so more, you know, inspired of more sort of like a low simmering vitriol, I would say, more than anything. But listen, I have what I need. We're going to be ending the judges round right now. Now, okay, so I have what I need. This one was decided right away. You know, I wanted to give it a chance, and we did. But right away, you know, at the top, when I asked you questions, I was wondering how your mentioning of your children and your wife was going to work into the date. Because I was thinking there's a 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance, Sam, that you might have shot yourself in the foot. You might have really fucked yourself over by mentioning your kids and your wife. Now, could you have sort of, you know, gotten the conversation away from that? You could have. But did you? No, you did not. You really sort of allowed that to be a sort of centerpiece of conversation, which I don't know if that works in Germany, but if you do have 2 kids and a wife and you're on even a simulated date, I would leave those facts at home, personally speaking. Especially in a competition like this. Now, the language stuff aside, the language stuff is fine because it can be very charming. It can be very charming because it's not about the ease of communication. Sometimes it's about the willingness to want to communicate. You're there and you're trying to bridge the gap, and that itself can have its own sort of friction and energy and sparks flying and whatnot. But really, it did come down. Beeps, you really didn't have to do a whole lot this round. Because Sam, you really fucked yourself in the ass. You mentioned your kids and your wife, and it kind of just stayed the situation. So, listen, once again, Beeps, congrats. You're moving on. You're on number 4. So you pretty much sealed the deal for the night. Congratulations, Beeps. Tremendous performances tonight. Wonderful. You know, and how much it just pays. Everybody pay attention. This is how much it pays to just be normal. Be normal and don't mention shit that, at least act normal. Beeps, I don't know whether you're normal, but act normal. And you have the ability to act normal. We're up to almost an hour. Sam, you got your ass kicked. Don't mention your kids on a date again, okay? Okay, well, it was wonderful to meet you and see you. Well, I hope to see you again. Blessings. Now, guys, let's go ahead and look at the leaderboard. Lewis _ bet 22, walked out with 31. Owen Godspeed bet 15,000, walked out with 21. Duncan 6 and 8. Kenekiel 4 and 5. Fram 4 and 5. X Bantham, nice to see you. 3.5, walked out with 4.9. Not Mish. 2 up late. Not Mish. Well, 2 and a little over 2. Well, blessings to you guys. Guys, wonderful stream. So we got our final one lined up. Beeps, you got one more in you?
Sure, yeah.
Wonderful. Now, Beeps, you've been doing a great job. Did you expect to do this well tonight?
Jen actually was my inspiration for joining. I watched her first call and I was like, hey, this looks really fun. I would like to see if I am worthy of love too. And if I could, use my lessons and be normal for however long it takes.
Yeah, 100%. I think what you did was you really, honestly, especially in this kind of situation, you've benefited from a lot of like people shitting their pants. They get into the octagon and they shit their pants. Whether Duncan just is like, practically digging his own grave with every word he says, or someone, Sam kind of steps in shit and never really recovers from it. You benefited from just being able to keep it right in the pocket, normal, nice, polite, and charming. Now, let's go ahead, guys. We got one more competitor, then we'll be heading over to the Discord for the Halloween after party. Namaste, guys. Namaste. So, final competitor for the evening. Let's see who we got. I know who it is, but you're about to find out. Competitor, challenger, go ahead and turn your camera on, and I'll get you on screen.
Alrighty.
All right, namaste, beautiful. I love that. Now, this is going to be fun to see where this goes. Soda Monster 400 with the communal vision. Good manners will get you laid? ? It will get you farther than the shit that's been put up against the good manners. Like percentage-wise, if you're rolling the dice, you got to think of it as a bet. Are you going to bet on good manners going in blind, or are you going to bet on like looking like I don't know, like like you sleep outside or something? Like that's not going to win as many times as just being polite and acting normal for a little bit. A hard lesson to learn for a lot of you, I understand, but it's reality. All right, we got our contestants lined up. Let's go ahead and bring them on the screen. So we know one of them, Beeps, laying goddamn waste, a nuclear holocaust here on Infatuations. Then we've got our challenger, doesn't look quite the same, but let's get him on the screen. Say hi. Guys, make some noise, make some noise. Beeps, and go ahead. Number 2, just in case they don't recognize you, go ahead and introduce yourself.
DD.
DD.
Cooper. I go by DD, though.
DD with the ICP looking kind of makeup. Blessings to you.
Blessings, Leslie.
Blessings, DD. Did you go to a party tonight?
I was at my job. I'm a clown at a haunt, so at an amusement park.
Oh, that's right. So, was it a fun night?
It was a blast. Yeah, last night, actually. So... Yeah.
Wonderful. Namaste. Everyone's real excited, saying whoop whoop in the chat.
Oh, amazing.
Namaste. Now, let's go ahead. So, Dee, a lot of us know you. We're familiar with your calls, your performances in the past. But tell us a little bit about yourself, why you were drawn to jump in tonight and kind of just go toe-to-toe with someone like Beeps, who's been laying waste.
Well, I had such a blast last time, and I really didn't want to miss this one. I thought I might, since I was doing what I was doing, but I managed to, break some traffic laws getting home and, make it here.
Beautiful. Yeah. And we've also, 1 second before Beeps, I talked to you, we have been rated by Hot Ann Streamy. Namaste, Hot Ann. Blessings to you. Absolutely wonderful streamer. Guys, quick shout out. Let's do a quick shout out for Hot and Streamy. I don't know where the underscores are. Hot. Is it underscore and underscore Streamy? I don't know. Saturn, namaste. Was this part of your doing? Did you partly do this? You son of a bitch. Namaste. Okay, yeah. Hot and Streamy. Namaste. I think I did it right. Did I do it right? I think I did it right. Guys, if you're not following Hot and Streamy, get her on the goddamn list. And thank you so much for the bits, hon. Namaste, Hot Ann. How was the stream? What kind of energy are we bringing to Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, a dating game show, a competitive dating game show? We do not find love. We find out whether we're worthy of it, whether we have the skills, or whether we're naturally we just don't have what it takes, as in many people's cases. Namaste to you, Hot and Streamy. Hello, everyone. Namaste to you, Koala. Blessings to you. But now, yeah, Hot and can somebody talk to me about the vibe of the stream, though? I got to know what kind of energy just came into the chat. So listen, no one's above having a bad stream. No one's above having an absolute fucking stinker of a stream. Did Hot Ann have a stinker tonight? It was good. We are bringing spooky Halloween stories on Discord energy. Okay, so good. We're good. It wasn't a stinker. I just need to know sometimes, because if that's the kind of vibe, a sort of resentment, a sort of bitterness, a sort of, why I wasted my time, I gave you money, you really let me down, maybe some sort of parasocial resentment. I'm gonna ruin your life. You really let me down the way my parents let me down. That kind of energy. I just got to know about that. Well, but it's good to hear that that's not that. We're having some fun. Having some Halloween fun. Namaste. Blessings to you. Now, let's go ahead and jump over to Beeps. Now, we heard a little bit from Dee Dee. This is our final two competitors for the night before we have our own Halloween party on Discord. Very exciting. Now, Saturn, good to see you. Good to see you. Sweet Saturn tour. Blessings. And Hot Ann, you did not need to give those 300 bits. Now, Beeps, we heard a little bit from Dee Dee. Dee Dee, wearing the ICP makeup, worked in a haunted house, but talk to me, Beeps. You're familiar with Dee Dee a little bit, right?
Yes, although Dee Dee does music, right?
That is correct,
I do.
yes.
Oh, okay, then yes, I am.
Okay, wonderful. So already an energy, a connection, a preconceived sort of situation. Now, both of you are charming. I'm excited to see where this goes. Let's go ahead and enter the prediction round, the final prediction round for the night. So, guys, if you've been saving up your channel points, lay them down on the line. Let's start with you, Beeps. You're on a tear. Are you going to continue it, and why should we bet on you?
Because my first experience was pot was the best. The best story.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, let's go ahead and go. Wait, your first experience with pot, like smoking pot?
Yes.
Is it your best story?
Not my best story ever. It wins this competition though.
Beautiful. All right. Well, let's see. I'll call it. Sort of calling your home run like Babe Ruth. Dee Dee, why should we put our points on you right now, huh?
Because I'm just a lovely guy, and I look funny.
So just kind of resting on your laurels. We're familiar with you. We know what you bring to the table, and let's see how this goes. I'm very excited. Couple seconds left. Favorite coming in. Ooh, yeah, very clear favorite. Beeps. Yeah, you're the clear favorite walking in. People expect you to perform well and complete your sort of undefeated tear through infatuations. Dee Dee, couple people in your corner, but not nearly as many. Blessings. So let's I've talked to both of you. This is not a forced gay or straight date. What are your feelings going into this? What, are you nervous a little bit? Are you tired? How are we feeling? Dee Dee, start with you.
Both of those things for sure. I'm nervous and I'm tired, but we persevere.
Look at that.
I think a famous person said that.
Something, yeah. Somebody certainly said that. Now,
maybe Mel Gibson.
Beeps. So let's talk to you, Beeps. You're in your fifth round, right? You're sort of an overtime championship round. How tired are you feeling right now? Are you feeling fresh?
I'm nervous because Dee Dee's very cool. So it's like, is that cool factor gonna so that's why I had to try and say the coolest thing I knew.
Ooh,
wow.
So you're a little shaken
weed.
Already, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, very interesting stuff. I say we just do the prayer and get it going. Let's see. We can only see how it goes once it goes. So prayer is on the screen. Go ahead and recite it as it appears to you.
Infatuator's prayer. I do not exist without the other, and the other does not exist without me. As I gaze upon my lover, I wish to slaughter their mind and body. As I look upon my enemy, I experience a lust that defies either. Love into fear, fear into hatred, hatred into lust, lust into need. That which destroys me will also deliver me. That which destroys me delivers me. For all of time, until form becomes formless, until the commotion of this happens to end. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right, guys. Last one of the night. Leave it all out there, all right? Have some fun. It has begun.
Hey, Dee Dee.
Hi, Beebs. Is that a nickname or is that short for anything?
No, it's a nickname. My first username was Beepo Beep from Minecraft. I was a robot. This was like Minecraft beta, so like.
Oh, you're a long-time gamer?
I have not been playing Minecraft that long. I stopped when the sheep had the ability to gain color. Wool could die. But I do play games, yes.
Very nice. Yeah, in my heyday, I was actually a Minecraft YouTuber, which is very embarrassing because I was like 10, but, you know, we all go through phases. What games do you play now?
Helldivers is going on right now.
Okay.
Liberty Day is going on. That's been very popular in my life. Deep Rock, Galactic. So some first-person shooters, but I really like board games. How about you?
Board games are fun. I'm not that much of a gamer, like video games, but the occasional board game. I was actually playing Magic the Gathering. I was at a tournament earlier today, so that's a fun one. Still kind of novice, but yeah.
Yeah, I did the online version for a bit. Very novice, but I never settled on a certain color combo I liked, but did you have one?
I like green and blue. I think that's what I go for. But I know I do music. Do you do anything like creative?
Mostly, well, I work with my hands a lot. But I don't feel the stuff I produce is really pretty. So I do paper crafts a lot, but then also clay.
Oh, okay. I'd love to see some of that. Expression is one of the 4 steps of the program. So, you're going somewhere.
Yeah, and I also write pen pals and stuff. So.
What is that?
Pen pals. So I just write people.
You write
strangers. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Who's the furthest?
Germany.
Oh, okay, cool.
I have 2 German pen pals.
Very nice. Sprechen die Dutch?
No.
Nice.
ちょっと日本語を話します。
Whoa, is it Japanese?
Hi.
Whoa. I speak Spanish. Un poquito de español puedo hablar, pero.
The Spanish was too hard for me.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of tough, definitely. But I'm Dominican, and I lived there for a little while, so, got it in my blood.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's the date, guys. Wow. Congratulations to both of you guys. Really hard, really, honestly, very strong performances from both of you. Let's start with you, Beebs. How'd that feel? How'd you feel about your performance that round?
Really good. He put me to rest. Well, not like he killed me, but I felt calm, very centered. Interesting. So you felt as if you guys were complimenting each other energy-wise, and sort of credit to him, he put you at ease, made you feel comfortable and good. Yes.
Interesting. Didi, let's go to you. How did that feel for you? How'd your performance feel?
Well, my performance, I definitely felt good, and the calmingness, it was mutual,
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. And now, so we've got a couple communal visions, no questions, just kind of comments that I'll read out loud before I enter the final judges round for the evening. Fram says, Didi, how much spaghetti have you eaten on the beach? So don't answer that. They did not. There was 100 bits, not the 250 that was required for a question. Please read the sign. Pepperoncini, 100 bits, is saying just share that YouTube channel, Didi, please, from Pepperoncini. Any idea what he's talking about?
I have a YouTube channel. It's called Monkey Flip Media. So maybe that.
Is it in the Discord? Did you post it in the Discord?
I think I did post it in self-promo at some point.
Okay.
I'll post it again.
Okay, so we've got it. We finally.
The Minecraft one they'd like to see.
Oh, the Minecraft one?
Yes.
No, nobody's seeing that. You'll have to look very hard to find that. No one's seeing that.
That means they'll find it.
Wow. So listen, already the sparks just keep going. A sociopathogen with a question, finally. Let's go with you, Didi, first. What's the best Faygo flavor?
think I've only had the cotton candy one, so I guess, by default, that one.
Okay, interesting. And let's go to you, Beeps. Faygo flavor, what's the best one?
Is that a drink? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a pop, a soda.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I've never had them.
Interesting. So let's go with what's your favorite pop then? What's your favorite pop?
I really like Coke Zero, but I only buy. I'm stuck with knockoff Coke Zero. So
You're stuck with them. What does that mean? You're stuck with them. Take me in that. What does that mean?
well, I'm just purposely depriving myself of the good stuff to just punish myself, I guess, for existing because it costs more and I resent it for costing more.
Right. So you just resent...
Because I used to drink too much of it.
Okay, so a lot of complicated history behind the decision to buy generic soda pop.
Yeah.
Maybe emotional trauma of growing up, you know, maybe less than and having to be one of those kids with maybe shitty little clothes on.
More like my mom didn't give us soda unless we were sick, and then we were too sick to keep it down. So.
Wow.
That's my history with soda.
That's some next level sort of get in your head kind of CIA torture. Sociopathogen, lady, you already work with poop. Give yourself a treat, for Christ's sake. Then we've got another communal vision from Kanakiel. The BDSM of being cheap pop. Of being cheap pop. The BDSM of being cheap pop. Kuala Magoo, namaste, welcome to the community. Welcome to the program. Blessings to you. Now, guys, I know what I need to know. Kanakiel, I just didn't really quite understand the phrasing or the punctuation of what you shared, but that's neither here nor there. If you'd like to explain that, I'm willing to learn. Of buying, oh, you fucked up. The BDSM of buying cheap pop. So it's like a memoir title. Yeah, that could be any of that could be your memoir. The BDSM of buying cheap pop.
I'd do BD, but yeah. BDSM, never mind.
You wouldn't even use the full abbreviation because you need to get rid of some of it. You can't have all of it.
Right.
Still, you got that.
Just deny myself.
Wow. Did you grow up religious or Puritan at all?
No, not at all.
Interesting.
I had to go to Catholic school because the public schools cut funding.
Ah, interesting. As they should. Well, let's go ahead and get over to the judges round, guys. I know what I need to know. Now, this was an interesting one to go out on. Two socially well-adjusted, emotional. At least you can pretend like you are for a little bit. Pretty strong performances to go out on. Better than I'm used to seeing from explorers here. Dee Dee, you're very natural, casual, handsome self. Funny little makeup situation, but you know, you asked questions about her pottery, I think it was. Was it pottery?
Ceramics, yeah.
Ceramics, yeah. So you asked questions about the ceramics. I really believed that you wanted to see them, whether you did or not, and that was impressive. There's so much shit on the screen. Communal vision, Mormon forced to go to Catholic school. That's so messed up. Kanakiel, thank you. Now. Dee Dee, that was a strong performance. Now over to, why is that on? It shouldn't be on. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. Now, Beeps, you were out of control this one. You were in an interesting way. And at first when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's too much, Beeps. Reel it in. You really started showing your weeb card towards the end. And it was like, girl, you were sliding into home base and you started speaking straight up Japanese.
I only said I could only speak a little Japanese. That was 2 sentences.
It was straight up real Japanese. And honestly, of all the foreign languages to speak at the end of the day, when you've pretty much sealed the deal, Japanese is just not the one. Spanish, yes. Japanese, are you a big anime fan, Beeps?
When I was little, I watched Sailor Moon. That's why I learned Japanese, because it wasn't translated.
Interesting. So you're just kind of a bright person who absorbed it.
Oh, no, my parents shelled out for it. And that's why they wouldn't shell out for real Coke, I guess.
Such a complicated, interesting, traumatized past. Well, listen, I'm going to have to... This is what it comes down to, guys. This is what it comes down to. On one hand, we got Beeps speaking Japanese right at the end, and it was cool. It was charming, but it's also like it hits a weeb button, and that really can work against you. I thought that was a chance that you took, and it worked out because it was charming and speaks to your skill set, but that was a risk that you took, and then it comes down to that risk versus Dee Dee's face makeup. Now, I know I appreciate the effort that you took to get here as soon as you could, right after work. You had to throw your hat in the ring. But this ICP makeup to show up on a date, pretty off-putting. I would say, what's more off-putting? Somebody in ICP makeup or somebody who kind of weebs out, kind of just hits a certain sort of, I don't know if you're autistic, Beeps, but like kind of tisms out and just starts speaking Japanese right at the end. I would say, honestly, that's going to seal the deal better than the ICP makeup. Beeps, you have closed out undefeated for the night. Undefeated Beeps. Congratulations to Beeps. Laying waste. I think this is a record for infatuations. Congratulations, Beeps. Yeah, truly a tough competitor. Truly a tough competitor. And then we've got, listen, Dee Dee, it hurt me to hurt you. I just want you to know that. If you didn't have the makeup on, you would have walked out with a dub, but you did your best, and we appreciate you being here. Just not good enough. Namaste. Well, let's go to the leaderboard real quick. Leaderboard, we've got OM Godspeed 16 and 19, 7th Dragon Ball. Good to see you, 7th. 15 and 18. Ice Bloom 5 and 6. X Bantham 5 and 6. Kanakeel 4.5 and 5.8. Not Mish. Still staying up. Fuck it. Namaste 3 and 3.7. Retro Man 36. How many points do you have? Did you just kind of lose all your points in a other round? That was a tough one. So listen, I just want to thank our final contestants of the night. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
But was I worthy for love in the end of it?
I mean, ultimately, universally, it may prove that you are not, but tonight, if your performance here says anything, you are deserving of love in a very natural, animalistic sense.
Dope.
Yeah, it might not work out still.
That's okay. That's okay.
But all signs pointing to you finding something. It doesn't hurt, and it doesn't hurt that you're bisexual.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, man. But also twice as many ways to just kind of fuck up your life. So it's kind of goes both ways. And Dee Dee, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Blessings to you both.
Always a pleasure, Leslie.
Always a pleasure to be with you. Namaste, guys.
Namaste.
Namaste. Wow. Guys, beautiful night of Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Beautiful night of Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. A fantastic evening, fantastic competitors. Some of you better than others. Beeps, though, goddamn. Now we're gonna be feeling the effects of Beeps' performance for a while. Now we've had some harsh competitors. We've had the Batman guy, the Hate Fuck City Batman guy. We've had who else? Dee Dee has won in the past. We've had Orchestar won. Flying Vita has won in the past, but nobody has reached the heights that Beeps has reached tonight. So namaste to Beeps. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for your tough competitor, and thanks to everybody who jumped in. We'll have another one, and maybe probably next month. Be a lot of fun. Stick around for it. And thank you guys. Before we head out to the Halloween party, I do want to. I want to thank the moderators, as always. I want to thank the moderators, the mod team, especially on nights like this. They're working hard and they're fucking crushing. So thank you guys so much. Ian, Fort, Craig, Orc, Jen, Jessica. I don't see you around anymore, but I know you were here before. Blessings to you. VJ Peak, I don't know if you're around. Data Pagan saying, good night, I'm gay. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. And my community of Devoted Light, guys, if you want to join my community of Devoted Light, patreon.com, avail yourself to exclusive materials of the program. Type !final journey into the chat for a link of how to do that for the price of a cup of coffee. Namaste to all of you guys. And namaste to the Raiders, Hot and Streamy, and TV, HTH TV. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back with a brand new exploration this Tuesday. And guys, thank you guys for hanging out so hard tonight. I really appreciate it. Pirate Ship over at YouTube. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Guys, it goes over at YouTube. Thanks for holding it down. And guys, as always, Twitch, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Blessings to you. We'll be back on Tuesday at 8. But right now, we're not raiding. We're taking this party, this excitement, this enthusiasm on a beautiful Saturday night, guys. I'm not delivering you to a new stream. We're going to head on over to Discord. I'm going to hit !Discord. I'm going to close this nasty bitch off because we are doing our Halloween party. We're going to be drinking a little bit, watching a movie. We're going to have a little bit of karaoke. Lots of fun. Bunch of people already hanging out there. So I'm going to pull up the link. There it is. And I am going to say see you in Discord in a little bit, but also see you on Tuesday. Namaste, guys. Blessings to you. I can't wait to be with you. I'm already excited for the next time we